it on. I haven't installed it yet. So, testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is great. 9 viewers are waiting. 9 of you are just sitting around, just twiddling your thumbs like, okay, geez, Jake, come on. Where are you at? It's like way too late. Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to part 60. That is 60 streams. Like, we are over the halfway point to 100, and we're only in 2. We haven't even finished the second of the total Final Fantasy XIV expansions, because we're in 3.3 afterwards. I guess 3.4 we're going to be starting today. That's insane. We've been doing this for a really long time, over a year. If I ever get time, I want to put together some video ideas for last year. But also, if you like videos, expect me to start doing some more cutting of stuff up and putting them on the channel, because I want this to be a Final Fantasy XIV channel, and I have some bunch of videos ideas. So hopefully I can make time to cut everything up, because I'm like, man, I've made so much content, like over 230 hours of content. And I'm like, I need to do something with it. Do something with it. Not everybody has this opportunity to have this awesome content and these awesome people and awesome friends. So, Paul's Gaming, hi, how are you doing? I'm doing great. I'm doing awesome. Pidge, good evening. Thank you for staying up late as always. Lalaki and Holo, Justana, everyone else here. So, hello everyone. I've given most people hugs. I've not given Lavava a hug yet. I need to give you a quick hug. For those of you who are new, welcome to the stream. We start all our streams off with hugs for everyone around joining the party. We're not starting 3.4 immediately. That is the goal. We're going to get 3.4 rolling here in just a second. Metzi, how you doing? Mezdi. I gotta make sure I say these names correctly. And oh my lord, Karanika. I thought you weren't even joining tonight. Look at this armor. Look at that sick armor. Is that dyed with the gold thing? Hold on a second. Examine. Oh, yeah, look at that. I think it's been dyed gold. That looks good. Either yellow or gold, but yeah, that looks... Hang on. Stay there. It's R1-2! Yo! You all look so good. This is our usual start of the stream. Appreciate people's glams and armor. And look at the size of this guy's axe, all right? This axe is massive. Is it the axe or are you Reaper? I think you're a tank. You said you had Reaper, though. Oh, it is Reaper. Oh, wait, does that thing unfold? It does unfold. Wait, that's so sick. That slides out. That's awesome. Man, you could like double up with that. Yeah, look at that. The ching ching. Oh my gosh. I think I would just open and close that weapon all day long just because it's so cool. Ching, ching, ching. So many of you guys have Reapers out. That's so awesome. Wait, is that a skull on that one? No. Okay. I was like, wait a minute. That'd be the most Reaper-ish thing is have a skull. I like the bandaging on it though. That would be an amazing cosplay weapon to make, because you get to put the band all the way down, all the spikes and teeth and stuff. It's awesome. Katara! Our green friend. Everything green about Katara. I'd say that you might be a little bit cold in this environment, but I don't know. You're always looking hot, so what can I say? That's a joke. Okay, we're gonna. Oh, it glows too. There's your Marauder Warrior. Oh my gosh, that thing looks like it's about to start a black hole. Before we rip a hole in reality itself, we're going to run over and check out the Emporium, because that was one thing that when people were like, "What is Jake doing? He's sitting in a cutscene." I was trying to run around and mostly unlock some of the blue quest stuff that was right there around the Shkardian Plaza. And one of the things that I was like, I can start these quests and then at a later time decide if it's something I want to do on stream or off stream, but I have to know what the quest is to even start it. So I started these quests and it's like, hey, you get to unlock this Emporium thing. And so the firmament, whatever. And so I was like, hey, let me do that. And so I can unlock it here. So I'd be subbed to your channel for a long time now. Pulse, that's dude. Wait a minute. I recognize your logo now. That's from forever and ever ago. Wasn't it like, I don't know. It was like when I was making Minecraft stuff that you subbed, right? That was a long time ago. You've been around for a while. How are you doing? Do you play Final Fantasy XIV? Or did you just show up because of the other content that I was making at the time? And now I'm just doing Final Fantasy XIV stuff. But good to see you again. Hope you're doing really well. So, firmament takes a while. Congestion. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Welcome back, reload. You have to get to the firmament. Oh, so the firmament quest takes a while? If that's the case, then maybe we'll put a pause on it and deal with it after doing some 3.4 stuff. So, before I begin working under Lord Prancel, I thought as little of highborns as I assumed they thought of us commoners. But my lord not only treats everyone as equals, he shows kindness to everyone. And to receive this gift from the hands of the savior of Ishgard himself, I'm touched beyond words. Thank you, my lord. I shall enjoy the wine when I find a quiet moment. Now then, I believe Lord Prancel is expecting you in the firmament. Just say the word and I will show you through. Okay, we'll put a pause on that until I get a response. So apparently the firmament and the Empyreum are two different things. You've graced us with your presence once more. Perhaps you'll an interest in Empyreum, so I shall ask you myself. Fear not, the Herald will surely be happy to answer any questions you may have. Okay, Empyreum is the housing district. Okay, that's what I thought it was, or the firmament was. So let's hold off on the firmament, and let's just check out the Empyreum, just so I can kind of see what it's around and be like, what's going on? Okay, cool, you play Minecraft. What you probably want to do then is check out my new channel. I separated my content. Jake Kelton Crafts is my new... Oh, wow, it kind of broke that, didn't it? Anyway, if you just search on YouTube, Jake Kelton Crafts, you should find my Minecraft channel, where I'm kind of moving all of my Minecraft stuff over there because it's such a different format and it takes such a different amount of time to create that content that I decided that I would just have a different channel for that. So if you like Minecraft stuff, you can check it out, but you're also welcome to hang out here too, so you can double up. But I like the housing districts because I haven't gotten into too many of them, and they have such a different look to them. It's very foggy this morning, so foggy day. Can knock out firmament in the evening, but you should hold off if you want to do MSQ tonight. Okay, that sounds good. That sounds like a plan. As the restoration efforts progress, they eventually expanded to include more construction of this little taste of heavens on earth. We are indebted to countless adventurers such as yourself, not me, who provided help bringing an end to the Dragonsong War. And as thanks, we wish to provide a space for all of you to call home in Ishgard. We, of course, still require a nominal fee, only like 6 million gil, for any plots of land or apartments you purchase. But know that your gil will help us rebuild bigger and better than before. If you'd like to hear more, please speak with the resident caretakers for their assistance. Cool. So far, I will say that if I was to pick any place to put a house in, I would really want to put a house in Dravania, in Idleshire, because the music is so good. It's got the bagpipes, it's beautiful, but I don't think there's a housing district in Idleshire, so we're just gonna have to deal without that. So let's take a quick gander in here, look at some of the awesome houses people have. If you've not been to Lalaki's house yet, you absolutely should go because it's awesome. I love all the statues in here. The Fury take you. That's really cool. Is it respectful to tie kites to statues? I'm not sure about that, but they clearly did, so I guess it's okay. Huge bell tower. I like that. All right, so I just wanted to check this out, and now we can go run over to start the 4.3 MSQ. MSQ. I wish the housing districts were a little bit more busy. I wish there was a little more things happening just so you get to see more players running around. It's very rare when you're running around in here to see like a party of people hanging out. Oh, that was a fun side story. Oh, the apartment building. So this is the apartment buildings. Nice. Nice stained glass work up there. Okay, cool. The Kurthus, we're just going to teleport back to here. Make life easier for ourselves. Oh, Katara's not even in the party. Just following around. There was I got on, I think, last night or the night before to just do some quick retainer stuff. and there was a whole group of people that were all crowding around like someone was a streamer. So I was like, well, let me check out the names and see if there's any names that eventually, maybe one day I'll be like, oh, I saw that person doing something. I didn't recognize anyone because clearly I didn't know anyone. But a whole group of them like moved from being crowding around in this general area to surrounding me and were like waving at me and stuff. Because I think I waved at one of them and they also came over and waved at me. And clearly they were on like voice chat or something together. So I waved to all of them, and some of them I was doing some fun emote stuff with. And as I was in the middle of kind of interacting with them purely through emotes, the entire party just disappeared out of existence. It was like they got Thanos snapped. And for a moment, I was just like, what just happened? That was like 20 people that just poofed out of nowhere. And then I was like, oh, I bet that they were all queuing for the same event or Alliance Raid or something. Whatever it was, a whole large group of people all went into the event at the same time. It was hilarious. It just took me by shock. So I was like, I gotta tell that story. I was like, where did everyone go? They all disappeared. New district. I know that our sincerest wish that you and other noble souls will consider making Ishgard your new home. Well, if I ever get enough money, we'll definitely consider it. Probably won't have the money to do so, but good to know. Oh, the Aethernet is not accessible. We didn't unlock the Aethernet at all. We'll do that some other time. Okay, we need to go and keep some of our promises that we were going to do 4.3 streaming tonight. So, you know, let's keep that promise and actually go start the quest. Audio is good. Awesome. Awesome. Cool. Let me know if things get out of hand. All right. House Fortum Night. For promises kept. Here we go. I'm accepting donations for Jake's housing fund. Oh my goodness. No, let's just all make Lalaki's house as pretty as possible. That seems like a good plan to me. Looks like another feast day. 4.3. Here we go. Holo has said that this is where things have been on a steady rise, and 4.3 just cranks it into overdrive. We'll see if that's true. Master Kelton, you are come at a most excellent time. An invitation from a truly prominent personage was delivered to the manor but a short while ago. Would that you had been present to receive it, but in any event, Sir Emeric de Borel, Lord Speaker of the House of Lords, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, and Viscount of Holy Borel, cordially invites Master Kelton to dine with him at his estate. I love all the titles. That is so beautiful. You seem surprised. The messenger assured me that his lord had broached the subject with you at an earlier date, when the arrangements for the peace conference were still being finalized. I do remember we said that we were going to have to get drinks sometime and hang out. Of course, the intervening moons afforded little opportunity for leisure, but with the happy advent of peace, 'tis plain the Lord Commander sees no further cause to delay. Oh, what say you? Should be glad to accept. I would, but I haven't the foggiest what to wear. Any thoughts? To be honest, I'd rather not. Ooh. I do want to do I should be glad to accept, because I do want to be glad to accept, but I'm not positive what we should wear. Are we going to have to start the stream with a glam outfit change? But I do want to go. I absolutely want to go. Any chance to hang out with Sarah Merrick is great. I do want to hear what he has to say about customs and clothing, because it's one of those things that culturally I wouldn't want to offend if I showed up in a certain outfit. So it's great to hear what their formal attire to an event like is it a relaxed event? Is it like super formal? Is it semi-formal? I don't know. So let's get his thoughts on what clothes we should wear. And I'm wearing some clothes, all right? We're not going to show up and you would ask me. Well, I am not sure that as a personal friend of Sarah Merrick, I am sure that as a personal friend of Sarah Merrick, you're at liberty to wear whatever you deem appropriate. That said, when in doubt, a man of note could do far worse than an alpine coat. At least that is what Lord Elmain has been heard to say. Well, when you're ready, pray report to the Astrologicum. A man of House Borel shall be waiting near there to escort you the rest of the way. Ah. I think I know what we're gonna have to glam, so. Do you have the second channel link? Yes, if you give me just 2 seconds, I'll pull that up for you. I probably could have started off with that, so make life a little bit easier. And anyone else who likes Minecraft, you're more than welcome to check it out as well. But I mostly just, I don't know, I have lots of crazy plans for that. We'll see if that link works. So, Give the Lala your money. Give the Lala your money, and where it goes, we'll have to find out, because you never know where the money's gonna disappear to. Okay, can we... Is there an adventurer guild here in Ishgard? I don't think there is. I don't think there is. Because that means that we can glamour plate here. But... Say it again?
Are you looking for an in-room?
Yes, that's what I'm looking for. So I can put together a glamour plate for the event.
Is it the Forgotten Night?
Oh, Forgotten Night, you can go to the in-room? Nice. The Forgotten Night. There's an inn, Forgotten Night. Yeah, perfect. Thank you. Well, that's exactly what I was looking for. We're getting Stormblood already? Oh, we're getting prepped for Stormblood. We're not there quite yet. Don't hold your horses, Pidge. I can sell some dice and get you a nice small size. Oh, small size house. I have a... I should show off my retainer sometime on stream. That has way too many property or materia that I need to sell. Apparently, it's all trash, and I should just get rid of all of it. So, 72 channel. Thank you so much, Pulse Gaming. That's really kind of you. So, I would like to retire to an inner room. This will save me so much time having to teleport around, so I can quickly throw it together. Go. Oh, that's right. We did check this out one time. It's so medieval. I love it. I love the fireplace. We need a chair right here, a big chair, so we can read a comfy book. Speaking of which, I think it's read book. What? Read book does not exist? Lalaki, what is it? What's the emote? We were doing it the other day. Oh, it's just read. It's just read. I love this emote so much. I unlocked it in the last Moogle event. It's just amazing. There's so many different opportunities for like, hey, let me look at the instruction manual real quick. Yes, it says that press J to unlock your journal or anything. It's just so good. I love it. I'm so glad that I have that. That's all I got from the event. I don't know. What did you guys unlock from the event? I literally only unlocked the emotes. That was it. That's all I did. And I had the perfect number of tomes to do it too. I didn't get anything extra. Okay, so we need to edit glamour plates. And in here, Oh, I meant to say this the other day. I want to keep that just because it's so classic. Oh, we haven't changed into that outfit in so long. Here, we'll change this one. A lot of you chat in the in-game party chat, which is very easy to read because it's on the screen and I can quickly look at it. But I will say, as things get busy and if there's a lot of dialogue that happens, I will always scroll up and check the YouTube stream chat. So if you want to make sure that something gets read by me, put it in the YouTube stream chat, because I know that I'm going to miss some stuff in the party chat. So I know party chat's really simple. You just hit enter and type away, but YouTube, it's not that I want the engagement. The engagement's great and whatever, but I'm not going crazy to try to get the channel blown up. Just saying that I will miss stuff in the party chat. I won't miss stuff on the YouTube stream chat. So that's all. That's all I'll throw out there. Okay. I do want to go in as, you know what? Let's go in as Paladin. Let's do that because I think with our fancy sword, we'll change back to Dark Knight afterwards, but let's make a Paladin outfit real quick. Main hand. Oh, there we go. So let's put together, we don't really need anything for a head because we never show our head. So let's actually just remove item from plate. There we go. And then he said the Alpine coat. There we go. Yes. But we can change the color. That's right. Do we have some nice formal gloves? We have some like clerical gloves. But let's just go in with no gloves. Let's just go in with no gloves. We're about to have dinner. We're about to hang out. We don't need anything too crazy. Ooh. Those fit so nicely. I think we're gonna go with that. Unless something else just happens to catch my eye. Shorts. Jacket and shorts. That's called style. That's called style. No, I think we're good on everything else. Let's go with that. I dig it. And then, again, sandals is very relaxed, but we want to make sure that we're warm too, because it is a cold environment. So we're going to stick with the Anemus boots. Lalaki gave us a bunch of Anemus gear, which is amazing, and I put it all in here. So I'm very happy with it all, but I have not glamored literally anything. I have a random Brass wristlet. Why did I put that in there? Okay, there we go. Whatever. I have some brass wristlets in there. Do we have any hat that works? I don't think so. We definitely don't want any goggles or anything. We don't need glasses. Nah, we're gonna just remove that. Okay, cool. So we'll save this and then we'll swap to it. But we may end up dyeing our, oh, that looks so good. Character, glamour plate. What is that? 9, 8, 7, 2? Which one did I just do? Someone tell me. There we go. Apply this. Now, dye. Okay, cool. We get to check this one out. Is there any color here we want to dye? Like we could do white. White's nice. Grays are good. We're terrible with adding colors to things. We never do colors. Oh, we didn't. We're kind of dumb. We didn't put the Emperor's gloves on our hands, so we could just remove these. We'll just unequip them. That's fine. That's fine. Let's go back to dyeing. Are there any of these colors? Ooh, let's do blue. We haven't done blue much at all. All right, let's see what blues we have, and we'll just pick a random blue and roll with it. Excuse me, Zenalithy? Oh, I guess I do get to show off the... Oh, would you like some materia, please? Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, we got like every type of blue. All right, you know what? Just because it's Emmerich, we're going to split this. We're going to grab one of these because it's the royal blue dye. Get it? Get it? Royal. All right, and dye. We want the chest piece. Yeah. Blue. Ah, I dig it. I dig it so much. This is gonna be great. However, as cute as you are, you know what? We'll show off our lesser panda. Lalaki gave that to me a while ago, and it's so, like 2 streams ago. It's so cute. I die every time I see it. I'm just like, you're the most adorable thing ever. Oh, it's partying out here. We got going on. We got green chocobo dancing, hanging out. It's lively in this inn. That's what I'm talking about. We got people dancing on top of the bar or on top of the tables and everything. What a party. What a party. This is what all inns should look like. Just full of people dancing, hanging out. I've yet to unlock any type of drink emote. I know that Lalaki has one, and I do need to unlock one of those, but all right, we have joined the Temple Knights. I think we're ready for whatever it is Emmerich has for us. Sometimes I don't even know where I'm supposed to go with this. Oh, promise is kept over there. Okay, cool. Sometimes formal things can be even more nervous-making than fighting stuff, because fighting stuff is really simple. You show up and you kick a bunch of butt. But at formal dinners, you're like, oh, you gotta have the proper etiquette and carry yourself well and represent kindly and all that good stuff. So, ooh, let's check out the house real quick. Can we peek in through the windows? Anybody home? So shiny.
Greetings and well met, Master Colton. I have the honor and the privilege to serve as head steward of House Borel, though admittedly our staff is somewhat smaller than those of noble families, being countable on one hand. My lord will be overjoyed to hear that you have accepted his invitation. As you will soon see, we have spared no expense. I dare say a man of action such as yourself enjoys nary a moment's respite. Aye, the battlefield beckons even now, I am sure, but on this day, we bid you lay down your burdens and raise a glass to peace and prosperity.
Let me check out real quick the chat. I had to grind as a blue mage on the last day and just about got the 100 token scarf. Oh my goodness, did you get it? Just about got it. It sounds like you didn't get it, but man, that is a huge grind, huge grind. Switch back and forth with the chats depending on what window I'm in at the time. Totally cool, Steph Swat, totally cool. And again, I do see most things in both chats, but I'm just wanted to clarify in case someone thinks that they got missed. Just unlocked the Ishgard half-barding on 2 characters. I'm trying to grow my channel. Oh, what do you stream? Or I guess just what videos do you make? So Is that a relic weapon on your paladin? It is, but it's, I don't know that it, well, I don't know that it is or not. It was a gift from Karanika, I think it is. I'm trying to remember. It was either Katara or Karanika. It was one of them. I'm so sorry. One of them gifted me the shield and the sword, and they're awesome. They glow and they're beautiful. So glad to make it to another stream. Namikaza, good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. There's one drink emote, but it's from the Mog Station. No, you did get the scarf. Fantastic, Pitch. I'm glad that you were able to make it. That is a massive grind, but well worth it if you got the thing you're looking for. So congratulations. So I dare say man of action. Oh, yes, you already read that. I paused to make sure that I had read the chats. Yes, I paused at a perfect time. How did I do that? That was awesome. I was like, I felt like it was the right time to pause. Oh, you live stream Minecraft. I definitely need to check out your content then. I love watching Minecraft stuff. Dinner time. Ooh. Healthy amount of greens on that plate. Eat healthy. All right, now the last time that we were invited to a dinner, tragedy struck and everything fell apart and people lost limbs and some people died and a lot of people disappeared who still haven't shown back up again. So hopefully this one's better.
To think the Moogles would prove such harsh taskmasters. Forgive me. I did not know you had suffered so in your quest for the horn.
Oh, yes. The horn that we expected to be like, and instead it's like, I don't know that it counts as horn as much as flute. That's awesome. Oh, do we even have the rings on our fingers? That's great. You could really deck yourself out for a dinner like this. That's so nice. I see those drinks over there. You better not poison them.
I must say, your spirited accounts always come as a welcome change from the arid reports which fill my days.
So much paperwork. Are we wearing the same blue? There's no way. Oh, how did I call that? Is that a nod to Ulta? I did not, I don't want to be tested. I think we managed to get a very similar blue. I think his is a little bit more richer than ours, but that's okay. That's totally okay. That was amazing. Yeah, such as the Ishgardian. I don't know who makes wine. Someone who knows lore better than I do probably knows who are the big winemakers. Oh, what's that? Are we gonna get PTSD? Or is he becoming a mixologist and a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of everything?
Though I have lived in these lands my entire life, to hear you speak of them, there is much and more I have yet to see. Truly, yours was a marvelous journey.
Well, you came to Dravania, so you saw some of it. You can see a lot more if you want. Though perhaps a bit too long for my liking? No, not at all. Why not join me on the next? It wasn't all sunshine and lemon cakes. Interesting choices. It definitely was not all sunshine and lemon cakes, but I'm not one to reminisce on the negative. I like to focus on the positive things, so I know that he's too busy to join us on the next one, but I think the invitation, it's kind of one of those, the thought counts. The thought's really nice. And I don't mind the length of journey. In fact, if you go with the saying, it's not about the destination, but about the journey and the friends we made along the way. So I think it's even though we know that he won't join us, the thought of like, we'd love to have you participate with us in those, I think that will be appreciated. Dragoon blue, nice. Oh, that's right!
Well, truth be told, when I think back on the sweeping vistas of the churning mists, I do feel some slight pangs of wanderlust.
Yeah. Limsa is where the winemakers are. We did that whole quest. I think it's East Limsa, where they have that wine port and everything. So thank you. Yeah, I love that. Wine port. So that's where it would have been funny if he was like, yes, this is Limsa second age Alberic wine. Or hey, maybe it's even the wine. Remember there's a whole side quest where we got the berry twig sapling spring thing off the back of the Gubu who had it growing back there from ages past and they thought that the wine was extinct or whatever. Maybe it was one of those super aged bottles that the blind Lala was like, oh, I know exactly what this is. That's awesome. So, twinning. Need help to grow my channel doing Minecraft. Can you give some tips on Minecraft stuff? Paul's Gaming, here's what I'll tell you. I have a Minecraft Discord. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to get an invite link. I'm going to send this to you. I would love to chat with you about that, but let's chat on Discord if you have a Discord off stream, because that's going to be a lot longer of a conversation than being able to do it on Final Fantasy 14 stream. So hit me up on Discord. I'm on there. You can DM me. Just totally fine. Just let me know that it's you, and I'd love to chat with you about your channel and everything. So.
Alas, much as I would like to accept your invitation, I fear my present duties with the House of Lords demand my undivided attention. Someday, perhaps.
As I expected, but it's beautiful. Again, the thought that counts.
By your deeds, you have helped us to lay the foundation for lasting reform. The formation of the Republic is but the beginning, for it is not only our system of governance which must needs change. We, the people, must learn to let go of our hatreds and rise above our bloody past.
What's interesting is, if you remember, that Ul'dah is trying to somewhat form a republic as well. So there's a lot of these leaderships that are kind of passing down their kingship, if you will, where there's one leader or queen. There's one leader who has all the power and is trying to spread that power more to representative republics and to the people. And at least 2 of the 4 main areas that we've messed with have now been looking at doing that. Sorry, I got a tickle on the side of my nose. And so it's just kind of this movement of like, hey, give the power back to the people.
I only pray that I live long enough to see us achieve some measure of success, that I might know the lost did not die in vain.
I love the floor enmity, Orwin. That is a great joke.
I can still see you there on the steps of faith, striding fearlessly towards the worm. If you could do that, who are we to balk at the challenges ahead?
Which is one of the most epic moments. I'm still trying to edit down that because there's so many epic moments that the video would be like an hour long, and I'm trying to shrink it down for the Estinian Nidgar? Oh, my brain is frying. Experience, and I'm trying to like shorten it down to like a 15-minute video, but it's so hard because there's so many good moments, and that fight is so epic. I need to redo it. It's so good. We looked like a total boss.
The question of how best to strengthen ties with the other great nations of Eorzea has been debated at length in the Lords and Commons of late. As you may imagine, maintaining stability during this period of historic upheaval is our paramount concern. Nevertheless, we are greatly indebted to the Alliance for their support during the Grand Melee, and it would be remiss of us not to repay their faith in kind. Of course, we owe you the greatest debt of all, and it is my hope that in extending our support to you and the Scions, we might also express our gratitude to our neighbors, nay, our fellow Eorzeans, whom we pray you will continue to protect.
Oh, that's cool. So he feels indebted, which we never asked for anything, because we're trying to protect all of Eorzea. But I can understand from a governmental perspective feeling indebted to those that helped. And so by helping us in the Scions with support, he's helping them out as well, which is nice. That's a good roundabout way of...
The Lords and Commons agree on very little.
Supporting it.
But not a soul in either house begrudges your order this offer of patronage. For all you have done and will do, we thank you.
Well, that's so nice of you. I'm like... Can we get a taste tester first? we need a house servant to do a quick taste test. Remember, he also got stabbed not long ago, so keep that in mind too.
May I ask a personal question?
Oh, geez. Here it comes. No.
Now that the dust has settled, what will you do? Not as a scion, I mean, but what do you want for yourself?
That is such a good question that we can answer as our own character and our own personage. I think that so far, if I was to pick something, Eorzea has beautiful sights and such a rich, deep history. If I was to, from right now, decide what exactly I wanted to do is like, I'm retiring from adventuring. We're going to retire from the Scions, just do something for ourselves. I'd probably take up some type of exploration and scholarly research. We know we can protect ourselves, so we're not worried about monsters. and investigating some of the ruins from bygone eras and learning about the people that lived there and the Maquis and their type of magic and how they did things, all that sort of stuff, because there's such a deep history to Eorzea. I think that's probably what we'd pick. We'd probably do some like historical research. And secondly, we would collect all the dragon mounts that we could. That's what we would do. History, research, and dragon mounts. Those are the three. We'd fly everywhere, because flying is the best. Flying on dragon mounts is great, so. All right, have a good one, Paul's Gaming. Thanks for stopping by.
Pray forgive the interruption.
Oh, okay.
News from House Fulton.
An urgent message for the Warrior of Light. I was instructed to deliver it without delay.
All right. That would be us.
Master Thancred returned to the manor a short time ago, bearing an injured maiden. Master Leveilleur and Mistress Tataru are tending to her wounds, but they like not her chances. Respectfully, my lord, they have requested the Warrior of Light's immediate presence.
Okay, injured maiden. That's very vague.
You must go to them, my friend, and I shall go with you.
All right. Hopefully you ate enough. Let's do this. What I would have done if I was the game developer is I would have had the character grab something off the table, like a piece of bread or something, and take it with me. I'm like, I'll eat on the road.
Every ending marks a new beginning.
New voice. This isn't the servant.
From tragedy and sacrifice, we rise to greet a new dawn. As did he. Only to be drawn unto another battlefield, another cause, as if by fate.
The work is never done. Appropriate that the storm clouds are rolling in. Storm blood. All right, so who is this maiden who is injured? I think we gotta talk to the guard to be allowed inside. Enter the manor. All manner of speaking. I was trying to read the chat. I was scrolling up in the chat to check out what people had messaged before, and the game's like, no, and hides it. It's Alice. Or is it? I can never say her name. They don't like her chances. There's no way they kill her.
Is that...
There's no way they kill her off.
Alize, Alphino's twin sister.
Alize. Alize.
She ran afoul of the Warriors of Darkness.
Thank you for saving her. Brain remembering. We had the cutscene at the end of 3.3 where she was watching the Warrior of Darkness in the woods, and he turns to attack her, and Thancred jumps down and distracts him, and then eventually is able to, escape with her as well, so.
I had been tracking them since the ceremony at Falcon's Nest. Little did I know I was not the only one.
Poor tracking that you did.
Evidently, she had learned of their activities and attempted to shadow them on her own. Poorly.
This is why you need to be a rogue for the stealthy stealth.
I rescued her in the Twelveswood, and together we fled north. But though I made every effort to cover our tracks, they caught up with us on the Ishgardian border. And in the ensuing struggle, Alize took an arrow to the shoulder.
At least it wasn't to the knee.
It was only after we had made good our escape that I realized it was poisoned.
Okay, that's not good. That's really not good. Here I was about to make a joke about not an arrow to the knee, and instead it's like, no, that's a poisoned arrow. Also, glad that my memory didn't go totally corrupted, because I couldn't remember them fighting. I did remember them escaping, but now the fighting clearly took place after the cutscene that we saw. A poisoned arrow. Okay, so what's the antidote?
Thank you for coming so quickly. And you, Sir Emmerich.
Think nothing of it. How is she?
We have done all we can for now. Although the immediate danger has passed, the poison yet lingers in her blood.
Ouch. One of those things you kind of just gotta wait for it to process through.
We came to Eorzea together. hoping to bring salvation to the realm our grandfather gave his life to protect.
I wonder if it's going to go through the coils.
But when confronted with the bitter realities of its politics and its petty powermongers, she was driven to anger and to doubt. She refused to become embroiled in what she termed Eorzea's squabbles and distance herself from the Scions. Though she remained hopeful of a brighter future, she would walk her own path. Would that it had not been so perilous.
Interestingly, something to keep in mind as well, for me to keep in mind, is that Alphino, when coming to the land with her that we had from the very beginning, remember I talked about the twins sitting on the cart? That was the very beginning. I think that was them coming into Eorzea at the same time that we visited for the first time. But Alphino joined the Scions. He hasn't been with the Scions for a super, super long time. He's fairly new to the Scions too. And yet how quickly, as a young boy, did he rise in the ranks of the Scions to eventually lead the Crystal Braves? Like, it gives another layer of perspective on the responsibility that he had to take on for the Crystal Braves and why that was such a struggle when everything fell apart. It's not like he's been there for years and years and years.
For all our differences, she's as dedicated as any Scion to the salvation of Eorzea. But more than that, she is my sister.
Twin sister. Unless I'm totally wrong, and somebody lore-wise knows that they've been with the Scions for a really long time. We just happen to be on the cart with them at the same time. So I could totally be wrong on that. But I think that's how it goes. So very off topic, but I went through 3.0 on my alt today, and apparently the Ethereochemical Research Facility's final boss has changed a lot. So hard that you group wiped 5 times. When did it change? Do you know, Pidge? Was that with the new updates? Or, because you say you were going through that today, so maybe between the patch that they just did, they updated it and made it really hard, so your cat wants to help. The new update this week, wow. That's very challenging, but congratulations on beating it, even with the crazy wiping and everything, so. Cats always want to help. I have 2 cats and they love helping.
To be reunited with her, only to lose her forever. Gods, even to speak the words.
Oh my, she's got to live.
Take heart, Master Alphino. She will be attended by our most skilled Chirurgeons.
Chirurgeons. I will never remember how to say that name. Ever.
Bear Mistress Leveilleur to the infirmary at once. Apprise Captain Whitecape of the situation, and inform him that she is to be treated as my personal charge.
Alphino, is the Warrior of Light... is he with you? Don't go. There is something I must say.
Okay. Well, speak it quickly so you can go be taken care of. Always a little bit nervous when people are like, I have to say this thing, because it's always after
The
that.
Warriors of Darkness are in league with the Ascients. Slaughtering the Primals is but the first step in their plan.
Okay. We kind of figured a little bit of that.
They make for Zelvatol to bring about Garuda's summoning and to kill her.
Okay.
You must stop them.
And you must rest. Thank you for the information, though.
I shall inform the others at once.
Tataru.
Master Thancred, I would ask that you accompany Mistress Leveilleur to the infirmary. Your knowledge of her injuries may well prove useful in determining her treatment.
If you still have the arrow, that would be great. They might be able to figure out what poison it was that she got hit with. Okay, well, I'm glad she's minorly stable, at least. There is hope for her. And okay, she's gone to the infirmary, and they want to summon Garuda. We can. I guess you have to stop them from summoning Garuda at all. The real question is, why are they trying to summon Garuda in the first place, just to then turn around and beat her? Unless it's similar to what they were doing with Ultima Weapon, where the Ultima Weapon's like absorbing Garuda's power and Ifrit's power and Titan's power to then power up and use. Maybe they're planning on doing something similar with Garuda. I'm not sure. We'll find out, I'm sure. But you all right? Though the fates afforded us the time to share our long-delayed drink, to see the rest of my wine cellar will have to wait. As I am constantly reminded, there's no rest for the righteous. That's a fun twist on there ain't no rest for the wicked. So, all right, hold on. Let me scroll up long ways. I unlocked the Ishgardian barding on 2 tunes, and that was it. Jake's not here post Chocobos. Jake's not looking here post Chocobos. Okay, I don't know what post Chocobos means. I totally missed that. But okay. Gonna be AFK for a bit. If someone wants my spot, they can have it in the party. Okay, cool. Well, glad you're back. Oh no, not back yet. Mytho was the one who went AFK for a moment. Surely they wouldn't let her. They're gonna take care of her, Alfie. No, they're gonna take care of her. Yes, I know. We must trust in the Captain Whitecape and his Chirurgeons. Did they not bring Estinian back from the very brink of death? I am uncomfortably reminded of how he mocked me for praying at his bedside for days on end. What say you, my friend? Shall we turn our attention to a matter whose conclusion we have the power to influence? Yes, indeed. And let's get some food as well. Why not? This is what we ate with Emmerich. Did we eat eggnog, scrambled eggs, or carbonara? Spaghetti? We definitely took the eggnog. I don't even care what the abilities are on it. Eggnog is one of the best drinks ever. So don't at me. It is great and amazing and well worth it. Always drink eggnog when you have a chance. I don't know that worked out super well. I was trying to. Kind of looks like I'm whispering in his ear. Ooh. Orchestrion rolls. Spider cat. Climbing anywhere can like a spider cat. Hold on. Back it up here. So close. I need more glamour prisms. Okay. Oh, come close. I need more glamour prisms. I always need more glamour prisms. Where, like, please, this wouldn't have happened if you had turned on your tank stats. Facts. And this is why everyone dies around me. Primals can be summoned as many times as the faithful want and have crystals. It's true. I know you can always summon the primals again. But my question is, why would the Warriors of Darkness want to summon them? That's the question that I'm asking, is what's the value for them? There's value in Ultima, absorbing and reusing their power. There's value for the Beastmen who want to have a deity to go to war for them and to lead them into a new age of whatever. Both of those groups, the Ultima and the Beastmen, have reasons for their summoning. We don't know yet the Warriors of Darkness reasoning, so. My cat can climb onto the back of my chair from my bed, and then he climb on my shoulder, and then to my arm. Yes, they'll jump onto here and kind of crawl over, and then they'll sit in your lap, or like right here, and you're like, I'm choking on fur. Eggnog all year long, it's the best, except that it's super expensive other seasons. I guess it's expensive during Christmas too, but it's so great. So. They change take stance to show you if it's on or not. Why can't they just have it stay on when your level goes down? When your level goes down? I don't know what that is. I find out. That's where you just put smiles in the chat. If that's spoilery stuff, you just put smiles in the chat. Which I know it is. I'm sure we'll find out eventually. In the newest patch, right? It's the patch that literally dropped today. That's when you find out. That's what it is. So the Warriors of Darkness and the Asians are conspiring to bring about Garuda's summoning, that they might put her to the sword. Then when we first encountered them in Loth Nath, where they were confronting Ravana, gods, has this been their aim all along? Maybe it's they're testing themselves. They're testing their mettle. What do you intend to do, Master Alfino? There is much and more I do not understand, but I know this. Primal summoning cannot be ignored. Alize risked her life to uncover this plot, and we squander her gift at our peril. Jake, will you accompany me to Zelfatol and help me to stop Excel's ritual? Of course. Of course. And we have our brand new Dark Knight gear to show off. Given that Ishgard shares a border with the Ixali homeland, we have a vested interest in the outcome of this ritual.
We have been willing to suffer the beastmen's intrusions into Kurthian land to a point, but the summoning of a primal is an escalation we cannot abide. You shall have our fastest airship, Master Alfino. The mountains of Zelfatol are not easily traversed, and this endeavor demands all haste. The gesture is most appreciated, Sir Emeric, but I fear an aerial approach is destined to fail. This is their homeland after all, and the Exali dirigibles are not to be underestimated. No, experience tells me the only conceivable approach is by land. I believe it would be wiser to cross into Zelfatol by way of the mountain pass east of Camp Dragonhead. In that case, I shall send instructions for a contingent of the camp's knights to be placed at your disposal. They will secure you safe passage through the mountains and escort you thence to Zelfatol. Though my men are unqualified to confront a primal, they are more than capable of contending with the Ixal. We should be glad of their assistance, Lord Edmond. Formal bow. In the event Mistress Alize regains consciousness, we will share with you any information she may provide. May the Fury watch over you and keep you safe. I'm so glad that we matched his blue. I cannot express that enough. Let us be off. We can procure any additional supplies we require in Camp Dragonhead. Like friends. Cocoa? Oh, that's good too. Whiskey sours. I've never had a whiskey sour. Terrible spaghetti code. Speaking of drinks, what's everyone's favorite cocktail or drink in general? If cocktails aren't your thing. Yeah, I when it comes to alcohol, I just don't have an opinion because I haven't had enough, regularly enough, to say whether there's something that I like or dislike. I just don't know. So, espresso martinis. Cocoa is great. Eggnog is great. Just a good, I'd say Mountain Dew, but actually I've fallen off of Mountain Dew a little bit. It's a little chemically tasting now, but a good Arnold Palmer is like, that's really good. But I've recently gone to doing Arnold Palmer's as unsweet tea and lemonade. Because if you do sweet tea and lemonade, the sweetness of the lemonade and the tea makes it like uber sweet. Whereas if you do unsweet tea and lemonade, it's like just nice sweetness enough. So just the right amount of sweetness. To Camp Dragonhead shall we go? As Zalaki is already teleporting. We gotta switch over to our Dark Knight outfit. Oh, but we're going to need to... we'll accept the teleport. We're gonna need to unglam our jacket, so... Mountain Dew. I used to drink it all the time, but I haven't in a long time. Plum wine? No, I've never had plum wine. Okay. Character, we need to... Oh, great. Oh, double great. Hang on a second. Because we glamour plated this. And now we're here. We might be in trouble. What have I done? There we go. Because I think that the jacket that or the chest piece that I wanted to wear for Dark Knight is actually in my glamour chest. So hang on, let me go to Ishgard.
It wasn't the one you were just wearing?
It was the one that I was just wearing, but that's not this one. So if I unglamour this one, cast glamour and remove. This is not the chest piece that I was wearing because it's got the open upper chest area. That's different than the one that I was wearing because this is the best gear. But I had glammed it out. I think I might have made a glamour plate for it too. Yeah, it's this one right here. The Chaos Curious. So I think I will be right back. I'm just going to hop to Ishgard and then come right back here. Foundation. Because I can jump there, glamour plate this, and jump right back. Should be able to change your glam anywhere you get rest. Right, which here is going to work fine. So here I can glamour plate, set this, apply that glamour plate, and then unglam this.
And then I think unglam this. I'm not positive, but I hope so. I hope that's correct, because it should be gray. Yeah, no. Whatever. Yeah, I definitely had some glamour on those legs, too. There we go, that's it. I'll go with that, that works. I was trying to have the most of the Hellfire gear, so that'll work. And now we can go right back to Camp Dragonhead. Easy peasy. My bro gets lemonade when we get takeout and then mixes it with tea. Yep. Didn't think we have Mountain Dew here anymore. I had it once when it was still available. Can't remember what it tastes like. You're wearing the Dark Knight class gear. As an Endwalker patch, you can use glamour plates in sanctuaries, so around Aetherites work. Oh, that's so nice. That's so nice. We'll have to wait a little bit longer to get that, but that'll be very nice when we do go to unlock that. Okay, we're going the wrong direction. Oh, it's right here. Hello, everyone. Oh, look at you all lined up in your little rocket ships. That's awesome. Your little helicopters. Hey, excuse me. Excuse me, Mr. Snowball. Who's throwing that at Arshafan? Oh, you're way up there. There you are. I love that. Hey, don't you be messing with me. I don't think Alfino would appreciate it if we threw a snowball in his face. Have you everything you require then? Excellent. The entrance to the pass is north of Nautilin and due east of Camp Dragonhead. Though it is normally guarded by a score of Ixali warriors, I have been informed that House Fortom Knights have already dispatched them. The enemy's gate lies open, we need but walk through. Oh, so this is the Ixali camp area that we've been to? Yes, it is. I had been there once or twice before. I think twice. Once I was looking for sky fishing locations, which... Oh, Nautilin is further south. Okay, interesting. They got two different areas that they're looking at. And once I was doing a bunch of fates over here, because there's some really good fates in this area for leveling from 40 to 50, so. Master Kelton, Master Elfino, as you can see, the gate is ours. Be advised that our scouts are reporting increased activity around the first mountain. Simply put, they're up to something, and don't want anyone interfering. We stand ready to escort you into Zelpatol and aid you as you see fit. Thank you. The enemy will be thick on the ground. Upon arriving, let us advance with care as we search the site for the summoning ritual. If the gods are good, we should only have to contend with the Ixal, but if they are not, we may be forced to do battle with the warriors of darkness. You're just gonna go around spitting their name out, do you? It's just like, hey, everyone. I would be trying to slightly keep that a secret. Be like, we want everyone to know about the Warriors of Darkness. Maybe not. Maybe not. Look at this. This is a huge party. I love it. We look like a whole warrior adventuring clan. It's great. Okay, is this a 4-person or 8-person objective?
It is 4-person.
4-person. Oh, man.
I promoted you, and then I'm going to drop.
Great.
Anybody else who wants to join me can join me.
I am the leader, so I get to kick you all out and do it solo. You don't have to unlock it. It's just a quality of life feature they added. And oh, I can use it now? Oh. Oh, okay. After the Endwalker patch. I didn't know that. I'll have to test that out. So anytime that you're by a big Aetherite, you can jump in or you can change your glamour place. That's so good to know. Thank you. I appreciate that, Pidge. I definitely would have never even tried. Okay. Karanika, if you want, I'm happy to tank. I definitely would. That's what I was planning on doing, some tanking. So you can play 80s or DPS. Oh, you jumped out. Okay. I was gonna say you can play DPS, or I can switch over to Machinist, which is also just as good. Oh, we look great. I love this. I love that. I'm keeping the Sky Pirate outfit for a while. I'm good with either one, so. Good with either one. Or we can go in as a party of 3. That's all. That's true, too. Is there a high five emote? Haha. Pumps his fist emphatically. Great new emotes. I do need to move that one fist pump into the special ones here, because oh, I already did. Okay, we'll get out of here then. Get out of here. Remove from favorites. There we go. Guys, I guess there's 5 of you, so we should be able to do 4 and 4. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we should be able to split 4 and 4 pretty simply.
Go ahead and pick up Katara.
Katara? All right. Oh, that's why you were jumping. We get Katara. Yay! Well, you know that we're gonna win the race then because we have green, and green means a go. So that means we're set. Victory will be ours. I shall floor tank the whole way. Ready? Let's do this. Archifon, I love it. I'm so glad that you're a Dragoon the whole way through. With party of other players. Yes, please. Zelfatol. Commence. The la laugh is where we're jumping in. It could both be creepy, but also encouraging at the same time. Ooh. This is the Zeppelins that he was talking about, the big blimps. Oh, not more of those frog guys. They tongue lash you and pull you in close. I think some of them can also... Oh, wait, look at that! I love that, party members. Now, does this stick around? No, it goes away. Nice. Nice. How fancy. Whoa! 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 Get out of here with that. We barely started. Jeez. Where are they even throwing those? I think we're gonna have to like constantly fight on the move because they're gonna keep dropping those. Yeah, see? All right, come along. Let's do a little bit of rock climbing real quick. All right, let's take a pause. One of the things I was thinking about, Holo was saying that over time, the bosses start doing a little bit less indicators, and the actual situations, like, you have to pay a lot more attention. And I'm like, how on earth am I supposed to pay attention to the bosses, and to pay attention to my cooldowns, and pay attention to ads, and, you know, make sure that party members aren't dying all at the same time? This is quite intense. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, it just shows the complexity that the game eventually gets to. Oh, that's right, I have a leap. Oh, thank you. Appreciate you opening the way. Yeah, the leap is really cool. I need to do that more often. The leap into the fight. Oh, I didn't need to do the leap. That's okay. See, this is where the leap would have been cool. Chasm Harpia. Will you play me a song? Chasm Harpia? Here, come get squished by the rock. Come over here. I think they actually took damage from the rock. Oh, I got hit by the rock that time. Drop more rocks. Oh, they did that to hide all the extra monstrosities around the corner. Ow, poison me, you jerks. So for anyone who has the ability to type while also running around killing things, I know that rogues kind of need to stand behind stuff to deal optimal damage. Are Reapers the same way? Or are they... Does it not really matter which direction Reapers face? Sometimes. Oh, well that's helpful. The waterfall right in my ear is really helpful. Okay. What is he doing now? Lift? Oh, he's gonna rain damage from on high. Damage we have heard on high, dropping rocks on top of our heads. Hot blast. Okay, what is that? Jump? Oh, yeah, we get bounced in the air. Nice. Fly spot. Okay, so do we need to kill him at a good time? Because I think he's the one who sent us up. Oh, wait, hold on. Ah, nice. Nice. So it's not about timing, it's about positioning. Get him low and then use that to bounce you up into the air. Oh wait, I probably want to pull him away. Come here. Usually when it comes to these sorts of things, you want to pull them away from the little connected baubles. I wonder if I could use arm's length when being knocked up. I've never really messed with that. And you're down. No more balloons for you. Treasure coffer, fancy ring of aiming. Niagara Falls over there. Cool, cool. Okay, so it depends on where you are in your rotation. So that's just, what is he doing? Uh-oh, they sounded the alarm. Come along. You can hear him sounding the alarm. We gotta stop him. So we had to beat him, I think, before, yeah, the drawbridge. I was hoping we could just kind of chase him down and beat him up with all the other guys behind us, but it looks like he was guaranteed to get away from us. All right, let's get him set up on the bridge. Come on, everyone. Let's party together. Oh, this guy's ranged. Okay. Every melee has positionals. Dragoon has the most, but it used to be monk. Oh, interesting. Oh, wow. You guys don't seem very nervous that there's featherless who have come in. Maybe we did stop them in time. I'm ringing the alarm too much. They were just kind of like hanging out, just like, what's up? You dare to come into my domain? Another ring. Don't mind if I do. Oh, thank you for picking up the key. All right, so we got rings. I don't think this is gonna be like a choker. Oh, it's an earring. Okay. Lift lever. Nice. This place is really sick. Oh, it drops the other one down too. That's so cool. Hello, waterfall. We're like climbing up the inside of this mountain, which is interesting because I think they can fly because they do have the wings, but they've also built all of these platforms everywhere, but they don't mind the heights. You can clearly tell that they're just like, oh, I don't mind the heights at all. Oh, this one is the strong beak, so watch out for his bite. Siege Gubu. Are they planning on laying siege to somewhere? Or are these just the tanky guys? Little platforms with their totems are kind of neat too. It's like, can I ride you up? It'll save me a lot of walking. Ooh, who's this guy? Dotoli Silok. I bet there's gonna be some hiding mechanic. I just teleported. I'll take it. I'll definitely take it. That was awesome. I don't know how that worked, but I definitely like it. All right, mitigations are set. AoE is set. And we gotta look for him doing some charge. We gotta stand here in the middle. We'll also throw an arm's length for good measure. What? I put in arm's length. Don't even try me. I was kind of hoping I could jump behind him with that. Did not work. Okay. Get out of that. Thank you. Run, run, run. Oh, interesting. He pulls you together. Oh, no, I think that was you dashing in as a Reaper. Okay, never mind. Never mind, I'm dumb. I am very dumb. Oh, ow! That hurt. Sorry, healer. Mesdi doing an awesome job keeping me alive, even through all my ridiculousness. I wonder if we can stun him out of those. Okay, so now we need to stand over here to get knocked back into that wall instead of getting knocked off the platform, which is, I assume, what happens. Nice. Oh, there's the choker. Tricorn? Ooh, I like that, but that's for striking. Interesting. I always thought those were for like bards or something. Tricorns, they're very piratey hats. But the you can wear it as a monk. I might keep that for when we get our monk up there. The first mountain. Ooh. Hang on. That's the one, I never thought I'd say this, but the one minor issue with having a glowing gear or weaponry is that it gets in the way of pictures. Look at that come over. Fun fact, Sally used to be able to fly, but lost ability. Oh, nice. I mean, not nice for them. Nice for us, because that's really cool that we get to now beat them. It'd be much harder if they were flying around everywhere. Don't worry, I'm pulling them back out here. I don't want to fight in there. Come over here. Oh, you already killed a bunch of them. Wow, okay. There I was, thinking I was doing a helpful thing. Airstone? Okay. Bet we use that to fly over there. Tailwind Relic. Operate the relic. Oh! What? Whoa! That's so cool! A little grappling hook thing. Can we operate the relic back? I want to go. I want to ride it again. It's like at the fair. Mommy, I want to ride it again. Another strong beak. The other guy thought he was a strong beak. But we have an even stronger beak here. Okay. Well, clearly, Qatar's just gonna murder everything that's over there, so we'll just hang out here. Oop, did not want to do that. Hello, hi, random armor. You didn't even open the treasure coffer while you were over there? I guess if you don't need any of the gear, there's no reason to. Oh, wait, we got more. No wonder that's why you didn't open it. We got more enemies. I'm sitting over here going, ooh, treasure. Oh, so wonderful. Treasure. Instead of under pressure, it's under treasure. Oh, they dropped the air stone. You got it. Nice. So that was where the treasure chest was that time. And now we can Tailwind Relic. All right, be honest. Are you afraid of heights? Yes. Does this make you just a little queasy? You love flying, though. I love airplanes. I always try to get window seats when I can. I even love it at night because I love looking at the beautiful, like, light patterns that all of the roads and everything make. There's something really introspective about flying at night and seeing everything. Oh my gosh, I'm taking a lot of damage. I don't know what happened there. Too much damage. I guess there's only 2 of them, so I really should have been doing solo damage instead of AoEs, but that's okay. I still do monk positionals. Terrified of heights. Oh my goodness. Whoa, hello, sir. Or ma'am, I don't know, I can't tell. Definitely scary, sir. This is like Garuda mini form. He's got a bunch of birds flying around his head too. They're taunting him. Ha ha, you can't fly. What a cool environment. Oh, well, that didn't exactly work. That's okay. All right, maybe come over here. I have no idea what position you should be in, but let's just start with this. We'll see if he does any, like, air blasting things. Okay, you're going that way. I'll go this way. Oh, they're running all the way to the very edge. Oh, can you hit the birds with that? I almost looked like I could hit a bird with that. Stack, 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 stack. Upon sliver of her glory, we now call squawk, squawk. Okay, uh-oh. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Oh, hi, Garuda. It's been a minute since we've seen you. How you doing? But yeah, that was like a mini summoning of just some of her power. All right, I'm gonna try to turn him away so he's not facing towards the middle area. Got 3. I like his staff. I bet you could probably get that as a caster. Mitigations are such a big deal because from the Wrath of Mighty Garuda, reprieve there is not. So she's coming back. She's gonna do the AoE thing again. This time we got even less room to play in. So the little green thing is an indicator of the birds attacking. That's why I was like, wait, what's going on with that? Nice. Knock him overboard. Collapse. We did it! Their cries are really neat. Very, almost dinosaur-like. Hello, Alfino. A little late to the party, but that's all right. You can always come. I'm scared of looking down somewhere high, but not climbing it. Oh, okay. So you can climb things fine, but you just don't want to look down. Ooh. Oh, that's nice. And look, it's very wintry too. Why didn't we have this for Ishgard? What is this for, Maiming? Yeah, Dragoon, Lancer, Reaper. Man, we could have had that the whole time we were in Ishgard. The Ixal fought to the very last. Is that it? Okay. Oh, there you go. They did indeed fight to the very last. Okay, quick picture time. Let's come over this way so we can get that awesome looking dirigible in the background. And I'll try to freeze everyone at a good time. Were you doing anything, Katara? I guess not. That's okay. I might have gotten a little bit early jumping in. I'm sure that Mytha's screenshots are gonna blow all of ours away. That's okay. That's okay. We can do our best. We can do our best. Mytha's just the photo expert. I don't mind looking down from tall heights, but there always is that voice in the back of your head that's like, what would happen if you jumped?
So they were unable to see the ritual to its completion. Then Garuda is no longer a threat, and whatever the Ascians and the Warriors of Darkness were planning has come to naught.
You say that with such certainty.
But
Such
we should
certainty.
not tarry. The knights have secured our path to safety.
Well, well. What do we have here? You'd better not have killed the Primal without us.
Oh, sounds like the Warriors of Darkness have arrived. Oh, they've grown in numbers. What? They were 5, now they're 6? Who's this new guy? Mr. Masky Mask. Well, we killed a sliver of Garuda.
You!
But Garuda herself was late.
Wait, I know you. Still walking, I see. I could have sworn my aim was true.
She thinks that he's Alize. Alice.
Just what is your game? Leading us the long way so these fools could step in and claim our prize?
What prize are you trying to claim, though? I don't understand.
No. Let's not make hasty accusations. By the look of things, the ritual was proceeding as planned.
Then we interrupted.
We arrived at the appointed hour. 'Twas they who erred.
Oh, the summoning probably took longer than they'd initially planned.
It is hopeless. We cannot face them all.
Do mine ears deceive? A boy! So that's the way of it. Twins! You had me worried for a moment there.
She's so egotistical.
Know that I will happily make it quicker for you. If you just stand still.
I got a big blade that's really good as a shield. The one guy who's not spoken
Enough,
yet.
Jarumul. We wouldn't want to upset the man in white with any unnecessary bloodshed now, would we?
Oh, not a Elidibus. Elidibus. Jerumul. Jerumul. What a name. It's like Rumul, and then the J at the beginning. Rumul. Rumul.
You've been awfully busy since we were kind enough to spare your lives.
Well, thank you. Yes, we've been saving an entire city of Ishgard.
While you were idly consorting with the Asians, you mean? 7 hells! What could you possibly hope to achieve?
Look at how bloody his weapon is. Clean that off, dude. It's gonna rust. Look at all that blood! Dude, blood is terrible for weapons. That's why, like, in medieval times, it was such an important thing to clean the blood off your weapons. Never sheath your sword with blood on it. You're gonna ruin the sheath, you're gonna ruin the sword. It's a terrible idea. Oil it, clean it, oil it, sharpen it. That's how it goes.
Should I explain it to you? Very well. Consider it a reward of sorts for beating us here.
Oh, we get to learn a little bit. I like information.
You know the tale of Hydaelyn and Zodiac, I take it? Of the Great Sundering and the reflections it created?
12, if I'm not mistaken. And, yes, we have heard about this. Zodiac is like the shadow of the darkness. And that if either one is too powerful, the entire world, the star and everything will get destroyed, which is what happened to the other world. That's why there has to be this balance. At least that's the claim.
Across 10 and 3 they were divided.
Oh,
Reflections
10,
of the
3,
source,
13.
each possessed of shards of light and dark.
But one of them was destroyed, so I think that's where I was thinking of 12. Reflections of the source, each possess a shard of dark and light.
Just so. One of those reflections, the one nearest to the source, is our home. And we were the heroes blessed with her light.
Okay, so the Warriors of Darkness are nearest to the source, were nearest to the source, and they were blessed with Hydaelyn's light. Okay. So how close are we?
All worlds hold light and dark in equal measure. In ours, the power of light was greater by far.
So why are you the Warriors of Darkness then?
So the Asians, who once threatened our home, were no match. And they fell before us, one after another, till none were left. Victory, we thought. And then came the light. A flood of pure, blinding radiance, annihilating shadow and color and life itself. Ere long, it will consume our world, leaving naught in its wake but blank perfection.
That's the light getting too strong and wiping out the world.
That cannot be. Do you honestly expect us to believe such a story?
Believe what you like. But it has happened before, on a world far removed from ours. The 13th, which was swallowed by the dark and transformed into what you call the void.
So the 13th, so we'll say it. The source, the first was swallowed by the light, and the 13th was swallowed by the darkness. My question is, which one are we on? And the rest of that, just so that I have some table of measure between all of them. And are there warriors of light and darkness on all the rest of the planets too? Like, or the rest of the other shards and realms and everything?
Unchallenged light would condemn us to a similar fate. And so we joined hands with our former enemies, and with their aid came here, to the source.
Oh, we are on the source. And there are 13 refractions of the source. Okay, now that changes things. Fascinating. So, an unchallenged light. So they're here to challenge the light, but you can't have the darkness win either. There has to be the balance, which I guess is where the Asians want to keep things in constant chaos. So there's always the struggle between the light and darkness. They neither want light to win, nor do they want darkness to win. They're kind of, assumably, if we're taking this all at face value, a neutral party.
For there is but one way to restore the balance and save our home. The Ardor. Calamitous destruction with the power to break down the barriers between planes and see our worlds rejoined.
Okay, hold on. Nope, that entirely... Take everything that I said and just throw it out the window. So, by having the Ascian's deity... Remember, it's like 12 calamities have to happen, and we did the 7th calamity. If 12 happen, then that embarks the rejoiner. Each one is a rejoining that brings all of the worlds closer to becoming one again. And in that way, they would get to see their home again. I don't know what would be left of their home, but assumably, with the rejoining, their home would be rejoined with all the other worlds, and everything would be joined back together, which would be total insanity across the board. But they would get to see their home again, the Ardor.
You would doom our world to save your own? What would even become of us? Of you?
Enough. I tire of talking.
You haven't really thought that through the whole way, have you? He's like, as soon as he's challenged on his plan, he's just like, I'm done talking now. I would be very curious what would happen to everyone. What happened to Eorzea? So, looking up real quick. I have that little voice, but when I'm in the car and that little voice questions, what would happen if I open the door? Open the door or just yank the steering wheel? Don't do it. That's a terrible idea. I have a rapier. It is a pain to upkeep, and I don't even get blood on it. So you like fence? The warrior is my favorite, though. I love him. They're as committed to their cause as the warriors of light are. I like the archer, but that's my favorite class, and I love Mikoto anyway. It's a no-brainer. Easy win. You get both the bard and your favorite race as well combined together. He's got a good voice actor, too.
You know what is at stake. We are prepared to do whatever it takes. Are you?
So this is trying to set up a unstoppable force and immovable object. They believe that they have to achieve the results that they're looking for to cause the rejoining to hopefully, with all hope and prosperity, see the worlds rejoined and see their home again, and they'll survive it somehow. And so they're the immovable object because they're set out on this course and they're unwavering in their commitment to it. And we're the immovable object who wants to protect Eorzea, protect the people that are here, protect this world, I guess the original source, and save everyone that's here. And we don't know what's going to happen, so we're doing our best to protect what's here already. We're the immovable object, and now we're button heads. So, and yeah, we're going to protect what we know, because we know that there will be a lot of death and destruction and chaos if we go with your route, even if it were like you can't trust the Ascians for anything. For anything. Even if the rejoining was to suddenly create this utopian heaven, like, can you really trust that they actually say would really happen? I don't know. I don't know. I think we have that move. Oh, he just created a little dust storm.
If there is aught you would say it. Otherwise, begone.
Hey!
You have no friends here.
Oh, that's so rude. He might want to be friends. Do you play Triple Triad? Care for a quick hand? He hasn't said anything so far at all, but the Warrior of Darkness is totally playing Batman, you know, poof, cloud of smoke, and be gone. Except they were a little slow in disappearing. Oh. I wanted to hear what he had to say. I know Alfie is pretty upset, but didn't have to do that. And we still didn't get answers as to why they wanted to summon Garuda. We know they want to beat the primals, but what's the point of beating the primals? What do they gain from doing that? Well, what are all you standing around here for, huh? Is it like a party or something you're waiting on? It's just so cool seeing so many people hanging out afterwards. Oh, you're waiting to throw snowballs at my back? How rude. All things considered, we should be grateful to have survived that encounter. Do you think it could be true that to save their world, they must bring ruin to ours? It does sound like a give and take that would make some sense, but I just don't trust the Ascians. I just don't. No, it matters not. Such wanton destruction is beyond justification. Whatever their reasons, they must be stopped. The sacrifice, the loss, it ends here. It ends... I think the ending here is only the beginning. Grounded in reality. And we all get to listen to some beautiful music now.
Forgive me, this is neither the time nor the place for idle introspection. The knights can appraise Lord Aemon of our success, and we the Lord Commander. More importantly, I should like to see if my sister's condition has improved. You may take a moment for yourself if you wish. I will be at the congregation. Oh. We have a moment of reprieve. Harshafon, are you going to stay here and hang out? Or are you going to go with your knights back to Ishgard? I legitimately have expected Harshafon to just walk off with him. Be like, yep, be gone. All of them to walk off because they were in the same armor and everything. So, what? Nobody paid my way to Ishgard? How rude. How rude. No, don't do it. I got it. I got you. I got you. Oh, we could have invited Karanika. No, Karanika, sorry. We need to make sure that we get those people in the party so I can pay their way. I forgot which dungeon it is, but you can find the ancestors of the Ixali in an Allegan facility. Is that, I don't know which one that is. I'm sure someone who knows lore way better than I do will be able to tell us. To the, is it the tribunal? No, I think it's the last vigil. I think. Just waited to accept his free teleport. I did. Oh, you guys Rapier at Ren Fair. That's a great place to get weapons. I actually have several weapons from Renaissance Festival. They're not always like the super highest quality, but they're still good. They're awesome. So whenever I go, and it's fun. It's so great to dress up for Ren Fair. I actually have a bunch of pictures. I should try to find one and post it on the Discord. Mask Guy is not in the party, I guess. The Warrior's Axe is the first relic weapon for warriors, the second version. Oh, he just waited to accept. I like it. Oh, he was waiting for everyone to teleport, so that way he didn't have to pay for it. That's the way it should be done. All right, this is not the congregation. I totally went to the wrong place. Back to the Forgotten Night we go. I think we did that one. It's the Fractal Continuum. Guildhasts, Trials, Raids. I have not done the Fractal Continuum. No, I have not done that one yet. At least not as far as I'm aware. World of Darkness. It's under. Oh, it's a dungeon. Dungeons. Fractal Continuum. I can definitely read. I'm not seeing it. I definitely could be blind though. I am very aware that I am incredibly skilled at not seeing something that's literally staring me in the face. So if I'm missing it and it isn't here, I wouldn't doubt it at all. I remember so many times that my mom would ask me to get something out of the fridge, and I'd be standing in front of the fridge and I'd be like, I don't see it, it's nowhere. And she walked in, she's like, it's right here. Are you blind? Clearly I'm having issues, so. There you are. Shall we make a report? Let's indeed. Thank you all for coming. I have gathered you all here today to discuss the imminent threat to all civilization on Eorzea as we know. It is a terrible, terrible situation. We're running out of glamour prisms. It's the end of civilization as we know. The economy of Eorzea runs on glamour prisms. It brings me joy to see you safely return to us, Jake. What news from Zelfatol? Zelfatol. Well, Warriors of Darkness are up to no good, causing problems and chaos everywhere that they go, but we did make sure that Garuda didn't get summoned, so that's all good. We are not too late. On behalf of Ishgard, I offer you my deepest thanks once again. As for we who remain behind, Mistress Y'shtola has been tending to Mistress Alize in your absence. I am pleased to report... No, as Alize. It's like Ali. Yeah, it's Ali. Alize. Alize. I am pleased to report that she has regained consciousness. Oh, that's so good! I imagine you have many questions, especially given your recent encounter with Warriors of Darkness. I know I do. Come, let me show you to her room. Do not worry, her condition is much improved. She is a resilient one, much like her brother.
Heavensward optional dungeon. Well, it sounds like one that we need to unlock. This is the second time very shortly that we have been in these rooms.
Alize, how are you feeling?
Alize.
Well enough, brother. Thanks to the kindness of our hosts.
She looks much better.
When they told me you had departed for Zelfatol, I found that I could rest. The outcome seemed a mere formality, as did your safe return.
Well, don't hold on to that too long. Friend. You never know when I'm going to become a floor tank again, so it's always a possibility.
I take it your mission was a success.
As one could consider it. It depends on how you want to think about the Warriors of Darkness and their story.
As if we needed any further confirmation that they are in league with the Ascians. But to save another world? I think not.
I too thought his story fanciful at first. But it is possible there may be a kernel of truth in all of this. At the very least, none of his claims contradict the word's account.
That is true.
Minfilia! Where's Minfilia?
I'm just gonna say, all right? I'm just gonna say this. If we get all the way through all the patches, through all the expansion content, all the way through the very end of what they've released, and we don't get to see Minfilia again, I will create a new character solely to see Minfilia again. I'm just saying that. Just saying that. That
you
alone
were following these people, Alize.
would be a reason to
Why?
create a new character.
During my travels, I had oft enjoyed tales of the Scions and their exploits. But after a time, I began to hear whispers of a gifted and theretofore unknown band of adventurers.
Another band of adventurers. They were called the Hollow Knights.
Adventurers who had supposedly sworn to travel the realm slaying primals in the Scion's stead.
The Hollow Knights.
The Warriors of Darkness. And in the course of investigating these rumors, you stumbled upon the Ascians' involvement.
And you didn't come to us immediately? What were you thinking?
Yes, exactly.
Get help next time.
Forgive me, but if these Warriors of Darkness mean to bring about another calamity, to what end do they hunt primals?
Don't they need to bring about 5 more calamities? To get to 12?
To prompt an escalation. To deepen the beast tribe's feelings of helplessness and despair, and thereby drive them to summon ever more powerful gods.
Ah, we get an explanation. So by summoning and then beating, or by encouraging the summoning of and then beating, they encourage more summonings of even stronger, and then beat and then encourage, and it just kind of repeats. It's a constantly escalating cycle. So yeah. So what's your second favorite race to play? Oh, me? Well, I do have 2 Fantasias that I currently haven't used, so I'm just, but he's talking about for, they're talking about for like a character, for creating a second character or whatever, so. If it doesn't happen, you can always buy the Minfilia outfit and use a Fantasia to become Minfilia. Probably Lala's. I mean, joining the Lala squad would be kind of adorable. There's a lot of Lalas, but it seems to be a common thing to, on your alt account, create a Lala. So.
And lest we forget, these events do not occur in isolation. With their patron deities being slain left and right, the news of man's victory over Nidhogg must surely have sown panic in the minds of the Beastmen. 'Tis no wonder they wish to defend themselves.
We're only encouraging them.
Power answered with greater power. Death with more death. A vicious cycle fueled by fear and hatred. I know it's like all too well.
It seems to be the thing that rules Eorzea.
Indeed. The Ascians sow discord and desperation, and the Warriors of Darkness reap the harvest. And so it continues.
I'm just asking if they're doing normal, hard, and then extreme. I hope that they get wiped a couple of times on extreme, all right? So they have a hard time because they got to get 2 more people from Party Finder, and no one wants to party with them. As soon as they join in the trial, they're immediately like, nope, out. One of my alts is Lala. See? She's a dragoon to extend her reach, get the longer arm. I like it.
Yet that is not the extent of their ambitions. The Ascian himself observed that once the powerless realize that the old gods have failed them, they will have little recourse but to look to a new one.
We cannot let that happen.
So what new one would they try to summon then? Would it be the same god but stronger, which is again what is going to the trial, hard, extreme, savage, whatever? Or would they look for something older and different, or just a different type of deity? Oh, Poseidon didn't help, so now we're gonna look to Zeus.
It should come as no surprise, but Alizé and I have uncovered evidence that the Ascians have been manipulating certain parties to ensure that a constant stream of crystals flows into the hands of the beast tribes.
That echoes all the way back to literally like day one of playing Final Fantasy, which is awesome.
If we sever these supply lines, we should at least be able to slow the escalation.
Agreed. Kral and I shall journey to Zelphatol and learn what we can of the Ixal's source.
Then I, for my part, pledge to lead a similar investigation into the origin of the Nath supply.
Sir Emmerich?
He wanted to do that sightseeing.
As a member of the Eorzean Alliance, Ishgard is honor bound to play an active role in maintaining the security of the realm. You might also say that I have some personal motivation, given the Ascians' dealings with my father.
He was just saying how, you know, he does all this paperwork and he doesn't get sightseeing very much. So, you know, here's this opportunity.
However, I make no secret of the fact that my knowledge of primal beings is scant at best. As such, I should be most grateful if one of your order were to assist me.
Do we get to party with Emmerich?
Allow me, Sir Emmerich.
Oh.
I have dealt with the Nath before.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of white hair in this group right now.
Let us consult with Orianja then. Given his dedication to the study of primal beings, I should be surprised if he could not tell us something of value.
Allow me to accompany you, brother. And before you think to refuse, know that I am not the girl I once was. I shall not be a burden. You have my word.
Oh, we've seen her in action during the coils.
But Alizé, you...
Immediately.
You are more than welcome. After all, it was you who set us upon this path.
I know you want to protect her, but you also need to allow her to stand her own 2 feet.
Wait a minute. I'm afraid I can't allow you to leave just yet. Not until you try on the new outfit I prepared for you.
Tataru won't let it go until she's outfitted everyone with new outfits. I'm just saying, when do we get a new outfit from Tataru? She's never offered us one. Have a great night, Tristana. Oh, no. Pidge is also going. Hold on, I gotta back up here. Their wait times are short. Dude, it's not that hard. This is RP group. Do you have any dark glamour plates? Please, because everyone's wearing this black, and if you got the bloody weapons, that'd be great. Must are being black dyed gear. It's been fun, but it's time for me to go. Pidge, have a great night. Hopefully you get some good sleep. Good sleep. Yeah, I think it was Pidge that was headed out. Being a Scion is so stressful. The hair goes white. Say good night to Pidge. Yeah, good night, Pidge. Hope you get some really good rest. Thanks for hanging out for as long as you can. You hang out so late for how late it gets where you're at, so. All right. Alfino, where are you and the white hair taking us? To think that the three of us plumbed the depths of the coils and confronted... Finally, we get some recognition of doing those. I love it. I love it. To think that the three of us plumbed the depths of the coils and confronted Bahamut himself. Had I not been there, I would struggle to believe it. Shortly after we parted ways, I heard that she had taken to the road on her own, apparently on a journey of self-discovery. Precisely where to, I never learned, though I suspect that was by design. I think that that's where the conversation would have started if we hadn't done the coils yet. It would have immediately jumped into this, but that's so great. So, she enjoyed hearing tales of our exploits, did she? Oh, there's an elevator there. My apologies for keeping you waiting. New outfit! New outfit. Oh, it's got the Ishgardian little, tags and stuff all over it. Nice. Nice. The bare leg seems a little bit cold for this environment, but sure. Right then, shall we be off? Maybe the warm jacket makes up for it. Tataru never ceases to impress, though for a moment I feared she might furnish you with an identical outfit. Praise the 12, she did not. Mother and father were rather too fond of making us wear matching outfits. Come on, you're twins. It's so cute when twins wear the matching outfits. I get not wanting to do that, especially as you get older. I'm just saying that as little kids, it is kind of adorable. Remember that time at the studium where that girl of yours crept up behind me in the hall and whispered, Sister, please. She was not my... can we not have this conversation in front of the warrior of light? Just call me Jake, please. So be it. Another time, perhaps. To be honest, Jake, I wasn't planning on seeking you out just yet. When I set forth on my journey, I did so with grand ambitions. As you may recall, I promised I would not disappoint you. I pray you will forgive me if I do. No, you have not disappointed us in the slightest. You've been awesome the whole way. Pleasure to have you with us. I'm meaning to ask about the carriage. For a second, I read that as carnage. The carnage she's been leaving behind everywhere she's been going. Welcome to the fight. Been meaning to ask about the carriage. And I think that's meeting her in the carriage. I really want to say a pleasure to have you with us. But I have to recognize that we met them super early on, and I gotta know what their response is to this, so I have to know. That was you two in the carriage. Ah, yes, the carriage that so fortuitously arrived to spirit us away from Ul'dah after the banquet. Oh wait. Different carriage. I was thinking the carriage at the very beginning when they're, arriving at Ul'dah. This is the carriage that after the banquet showed up, and we didn't hear anything about who it was that kind of... Remember that, I think it was the tunnels and separate from the tunnels that we escaped out of, there was a carriage that showed up and ran off with them, I think. The driver informed me that I had a sister to thank for his presence in Ul'dah. How did you know to send help? Got it. Oh, drunken brass blades are even less discreet than sober ones. Unfortunately, by the time I learned of the plot, it was too late to do anything more. Frankly, I'm still amazed Brent managed to find you. Okay, so she overheard drunk brass blades, and she was the one who told him to meet up with us escaping and basically rescue anyone who was coming out of the tunnels. Got it. I'd forgotten that little note of how he just managed to show up at the right time. New garments aside, I must say that you seem different, more resolute than when we last met. You have the look of a woman who is ready to fight for the future of Eorzea. To the extent of my abilities, perhaps, but I have no delusions of grandeur, nor will I pretend to have found myself or any such thing. I'm here today because I would regret it if I weren't. That is all. Well, she's certainly humble. Fair enough. Let us depart for the Waking Sands then, and see if Urianger can be of assistance. Do any of you remember how I initially said his name before I learned how to properly say it? Urianger or something? Urianger. Lobaba! The hands on hips. She parties with the brass blades. Don't think too hard about that one. Hey, carpet pythons, how you doing? How you doing? Mytha! Okay, we need to get, oh, you're in another party. Do you want to drop out of that party, or shall we join your party?
Sure. Yeah, I'll drop out. Well, I think there is
another
still
one
more than... How many people do you have in your party?
4.
And I have 4.
Okay, so we can make a party of 8.
Perfect.
You can make a party of 8. I'm just saying, I need more aura in my party, and you stole away the only other aura that's hanging around here. So I'm just saying. Just saying, it's not fair.
Everyone who has orange names now.
Yay! Maybe I should invite some blue names too. I guess everyone's normally got blue names if we were friends. Just invite random strangers into parties. Be like, hey, Kawaii, come here, join the party. All right, now I can pay for everyone's trip to the Waking Sands. But, oh, no, you don't. Oh, I took too long because I was looking at Lenosha as an option. Oh, wait, no, you teleported yourself. Okay, good. Here, we'll go to Horizon. Make it simple. Some people say that if you go to Lenosha and then take the ferry, it is supposedly faster, but we get to fly on dragons and cool new mounts if we go here, so. We'll go here. I think they might have used a ticket is how that worked, because that's... You could do return, and that would jump you, but I don't know if you can set the... There's no crystal here to return to, so I think they had to have used a ticket, is my guess. Can you buy more tickets?
It was probably a Vesper Bay ticket.
Can you buy more Vesper Bay tickets?
I don't know.
I wonder if people sell them, or if they're, like, locked to certain characters.
So yeah, I remember when you finished Coils and you had a whole cutscene where you were like parting ways with her. You're like, oh, I hope we get to see her again.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. She's way.
Gosh, she's back.
I think she is a little bit more matured, which is really cool to see. It's one of the things about playing a game as long as this is. The character arcs. Let me say this. I'm so glad that I'm not rushing through the story, because it really makes you feel the growth of the characters over a journey that takes time, that allows their arcs to come to fruition. If you were just grinding out the MSQ bam, 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 immediately after each other, I don't think those arcs and that maturity of the time spent with characters would be as enjoyable and as I don't know, savory. Is that a good word for it? I also wanted to throw in here really, really quickly that it is very, very weird coming back to the Waking Sands. It has been a long time since we've come back. And there was a moment when I was flying in with my mount that if you go back and watch some of my early streams, I remember numerous times as a brand new player coming into the Waking Sands and riding on Sureblood into here, because that was the closest thing we had to any mount at the time or whatever. We came in and we would see people with all of these insane mounts and crazy gear and glowing weapons and all of these awesome outfits that they had glammed out and everything. And so many times I'd run over and be like, oh, this character looks so cool. Or I'd like wave to people because I thought their mounts were awesome and everything. But now, like the sprout that was just running through, whoever that guy was, I forget his name now. I'm like, wait a minute, we're doing that to him. Wait a minute, hold on. So I'm not doing it yet, but there will come a time in which I'll come back here at some point, probably on stream, and find some fresh-faced sprout. Hopefully they're not like an alt character, but they're actually a brand new player. Because I was given here at one point 400,000 gil and a couple of food items or something as just like a gift that was like, hey, we're gonna give you know, it was just some guy. It was just like, hey, I'm gonna gift you this. That's still that I need to go back and clip that from the stream that happened in. And I want to like carry that on to the next person. So maybe once we finish MSQ and are no longer a sprout, I'll come back here and find a sprout to give 400,000 gil and some food items. So fancy dragon hat and hammer, all of the dragon stuff. We need all the dragon gear. So rocket boots to ice skate ones. I didn't check out her boots that much. She has ice skate boots on. Oranje, apologies for calling upon you unannounced. Oh, I wasn't drinking. Why, Master Alfino, would that the scholar had seen Why, Master Alfino, would that the scholar had seen fit to grant me knowledge of thy coming. What bringeth thee and thine here this day? The warriors of darkness have returned. Pray allow us to explain. I mean, he's been kind of somewhat consorting with them, but they don't know that yet, so. I may or may not hang out in Ul'dah and dump my duplicate minions onto sprouts. I have a bunch of duplicate minions that I need to give to people. That's a great idea too. I like that as well, Sefswat. I too have heard tales in recent days of primal beings rising up only to be cast down by forces unknown. Alas, as thou didst observe, this serveth but to spur the beast tribes to pursue their goals with redoubled fervor. We have two objectives at this time. To identify and remove the source of the Beast Tribe's crystals, and to take direct action to prevent any further summoning rituals from reaching completion. The second is easier said than done, of course. While we were fortunate enough to learn of the Ixal's plans before they came to fruition, I should be surprised if the Warriors of Darkness and the Ascians did not have similar designs elsewhere, of which we have no knowledge. Thou wert wise to come hither, for this very day did I receive tidings most troubling from across the Strait of Merthor. Ogamoro stirreth Titan, and there are whispers that the Lord of Crags neareth his return. Mere rumors, mark thou, but in light of thine own discoveries, thou canst still afford to turn a deaf ear to their claims. Aye, we must ascertain the truth of the matter for ourselves. Let us consult with the Maelstrom forces stationed at Camp Overlook, Jake. Is this the introduction to the Savage Raids? Thank you for your counsel, Oyanje. Pray inform us should you learn aught else. I shall. She's just staring at him. If I may, brother. Oyanje, is there anything else you would like to say? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Alize? If not, then never mind. I only ask because you are normally rather more verbose. Nothing to add? Very well. Ere we depart, I wish to make a request. The Warriors of Light spoke of how the Ardor had the power to break down the barrier between planes, that our worlds might be rejoined. I would ask that you research this for us. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. If he's possibly considering the rejoining or even hopping of planes, I think it's more likely hopping of planes, to try to get to a plane in which his love that he never got to actually have a relationship with, Moonbrida, is alive, is definitely a possibility. I don't know that he would go so far as to join the Ascians in trying to collapse this world to create the rejoining, to have all the worlds come back together. But I think he might go so far as to research it enough himself that he might be able to plane hop to another plane and see if Moonbrida is still alive in a different plane. That's some interesting considerations, so. Being nowhere near as well read as you, I'm sure I wouldn't know where to begin. That said, I've heard tell of a promising tome, the Gurun Oracles. Mayhap you can start there? I love her just staring him down. By thy leave. He is normally so much more verbose. So much more. Camp Overlook, was it? Very well. What was that all about?
Well, there was a cutscene you previously saw where you saw her shoes appear.
Yeah, where she saw him talking with the Ascians.
Yes, and the Ascian handed him a book. And that book, he looks at it and goes, the Garand Oracles, Apocryphal.
Ah, okay. Is that the first time that we heard that book's name?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
It might have been before that, but that was the first time it was directly referenced in MSQ.
In conjunction. So she basically was telling him, without telling him, that she knew that he had been interacting with the Ascians, like, for 100% fact.
Exactly.
She's like, I saw what you were doing, but if you want to keep it a secret for now, fine. Just know that I know that you know that I know. So that's cool. That's a good way of her being able to tell him without telling him. So, oh, you're all talking about mounts and stuff. Flock of sheep. Flock of seagulls. Okay, Mender. Thank you. Look at it. Look here, Amy. Condition. Basically broken. It's trash. Let's fix it. Oh my gosh. How much stuff did I destroy? Oh, I don't think I fixed anything after the other trials. So all of my gunman gear is completely trashed. Look at that. It's completely falling apart. What did I do to it? All of that floor tanking came back to bite me. By the way, Arvinal, how you doing? Arnvald. Maybe for prizes, we can focus our efforts on locating the missing scions. Maybe they are too lost to us. As long as there's hope, we must try. That's such a great attitude to have. I hope that he comes back into the story a little bit more, because his journey of joining the scions and eventually becoming a gladiator as well is just a great one. Focus on the things we have the power to change. Radolf, have we talked to you before? MJ has us working night and day. Jake won't stop looking until we find each and every one of them. None of us will. Well, we have found Thancred. Did anyone update you on that? We've got Thancred and Yashola back. We kind of know where Menphilia is, but we probably don't want to tell you that because it would make you all really sad. And then we still are missing 2 that are Papalimo and Yida. Who knows where they're at? Okay, hold on, catch up. When I started the game, a random player gave me a couple of minions and showed me how to do the handover emote to them. Oh, how do you do the handover emote? While I was leveling Harsh, a random player treated a bunch of guild to me. I was wandering around in my alt and someone just gave me a ton of minions. That's where I got the idea from. How do you remember those details? I hit stream, so I include all the important details he won't realize are relevant until later in the MSQ. Our brains absorb an inordinate amount of semi-useless information. Yeah, when you come through the story as much, and I sometimes will try to go back and watch streams to refresh certain things, but I more often watch Holo's recaps because Holo's recaps are way better. Way better. Menphilia.
There are details I have included in even some of the earliest streams, right? Even some of the earliest videos that don't pay off for expansions.
Oh my goodness. I look forward even more to watching. So here's what's gonna be great. All right, you ready for this, Holo? Is that we're gonna go multiple layers deep. So there's Jake's first time running through MSQ. Then we're gonna do Jake reaction to watching the trailer, because again, everyone's talking about how later expansions and more information reveal things about the trailer that you don't even know at the beginning when you first watch the trailer. So when at a later point I learned that, then it's going to be Jake's reaction to watching the trailer later. Then it will be Jake's reaction to watching Jake's reaction to the trailer. And then it'll be Jake's reaction to watching Jake's reaction to watching Holo's recaps about watching the trailer. I'm just going to keep layering upon layering. And it'll be, instead of, you know, content creators reacting to other content creators, it's just Jake reacting to himself like 4 layers deep. And it'll be terrible in layers. Baby. Oh, yeah. We're going to just milk it for all it's worth. All the gil. How much gil can we get?
What I thought would be so funny, right, is like, say after you finish and catch up on MSQ, what if we got like Dad and like what if we got them to play the game, right? But them play the game as a couple.
Oh, Terry?
Yeah.
I think it would all depend on the amount of time they could invest, but that would be very interesting. That would be very interesting, especially because they come from a generation older than us, and so their takes on the story and everything are going to be a little bit different than our takes. I don't know. I think depending on the amount of time that they have, like free time, because I know they're dealing with a lot of like selling of the house and stuff. If they get through all of that and they have more free time, I think it's definitely something they might be interested in. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe our combined efforts of it's so awesome, you have to check it out, will be enough to convince them to
exactly. It'll
get
just
some
pressure them into it.
And, well, instead of peer pressure, it'll be kid pressure. Yeah, Alize. I do think her outfit is really cool. It's been definitely refreshed and updated, so it better be the sulfur. It's not Alfrino. Alright. Is there any likelihood of this being true? Bloiden. 7 hells. At this rate, I'll have to appeal to the Maelstrom commander for reinforcements. Oh, what are you talking about? Huh? Whatever it is, we don't want any. No, we're not trying to sell you anything. We're trying to find out what's going on.
Well, fancy that. Just when my cabal problems look like it's coming to a head, the Scions of the 7th Dawn turn up, itching to pitch in. Bloody brilliant timing is what it is. All right, then, let's get to it.
Okay, he's jumping immediately in. Jumping right on in. Pirate life for me. No, we're not going there yet. So, good night, Mytha. Hopefully you have a great night. Get some good sleep. Thank you for the screenshots, as always.
So our friendly neighbors in Ugamoro have got so much more aggressive of late, just as you said. Matter of fact, our scout spotted one sniffing about the stores just now, likely looking to make off with an armful of crystals. I'll be if I'm about to let that happen. Lend a hand to help us search the camp for the little booger, would you?
Oh, so there's one of them around here somewhere, huh? Well, we could just ask him very kindly to leave. Or educate him with a little bit of, paddling. How about that? Our Maelstrom friends seem notably more agitated than when we first arrived. Do you happen to know why that might be? Well, we have a Cabald on the loose, running around here. Cabald in the camp? That would appear to corroborate Uriange's information, yes. But to be so reckless as to infiltrate a Maelstrom camp and draw attention to their efforts is passing strange. Unless it's a distraction. Well, there will be a time to think about this later. For the present, we must do everything in our power to prevent Titan summoning. And that means finding and questioning this Cabal. I don't think I've seen that jacket in pink before. It's really cool, especially with the pink hair as well. I don't know if you play League of Legends, but the hair reminds me of a collie. And that's awesome. Alright, we have to find this Cabal. We get a really good look from the air. And maybe it'll frighten him out of wherever it is that he's hiding. Oh wait, I want to know what Isaiah says. One of the scouts said he looked quite small for a Cabal. Could be hiding somewhere like this. Oh, underneath. We were going into the air for a view, but mayhap it's under. Such a glowy dragon. You're distracting me. I'm supposed to be looking for a Cabal. You all see any Cabals around here? Anyone? You could try going in first person. That might make it a little bit easier. Oh, here's Alfino. Alfino, do you know? Or do you know not? Surely all this commotion cannot have escaped the Cabal's notice. If he has any sense, he will attempt to quit this place, will he not? So how do we find someone who's potentially running away? If he's been noticed. How interesting. Now I'm like, is he in one of the chests? Oh, this area is covered in it too. Hello, duty. We're not gonna do our duty yet. We just start kicking over chests and be like, are you in here? Where are the crates at? Ooh, someone left a little bit of wine out. Don't mind if I do. Some rope and... Oh, hello! A cute little Cabalding. I kind of want to give him a pet. Hi, little buddy. What you doing in there? Can I chat with you? Immediately takes off running. No, come back! We found you. We were our little game of hide and seek. We discovered you. Hi, buddy. You're really cute. You don't have to be afraid of us.
Stay back. Away. Far back. I'm not a... Oh, it's no use. Pointless. Hopeless. No use.
Oh, no. Come back. We want to hear you out. We want to question you. Oh, man. We got monsters in the way. Sorry, Storm Privates. You're going to have to excuse me. Please don't die while I'm trying to help you out here. Oh no, this is terrible. He's gonna explode. I should have stunned him. Oh no. Oh, that's so sad. What have I done? What have I done? If I was a better tank, I would have immediately stepped in and stunned them. But, well, hopefully they just took a nap and got respawned back at base. So that'll be fine. We don't need to level sync. I was trying to save them, but we did not manage to save them. Oh, we're going the wrong direction. Wait a minute. If it's not going into the Cabal camp, where did he go? Oh, we got more Storm Privates. Oh, great. Now we're going to have to save these. All right. Let's actually fight these things. I wonder if I was doing any damage to them at all, because I don't think I was. Because I wasn't synced. There we go. All right. We saved them. We did our duty. So if he didn't go into the Cabal camp, that means he came up here. Fella. Oh, little mister. This is a long game of hide and seek. It's not fair that we have a little helpful indicator to tell us where you're hiding at. Our little data pad that gives us the information. Oh, he's down here. And you're hiding in the grass. Nothing to see here. Stomp, stomp. This is like, no, literally. Literally, Lavava. Wait, if you go back down to sitting, it's Pokemon, where I'm just running through the grass and dun 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 dun. You've had an encounter. Would you like to fight or run away? Definitely run away. No. Didn't run away in time. Great. All of your Pokemon have fainted. I'm carrying my Pokemon on my shoulder. Lesser Panda, I choose you. Go.
But please, don't hurt me. I only wish to talk. Yes, just to talk.
Oh, not again. I wonder if this is a timed event. We gotta find him quickly. If we take too long, he just turns around and runs away. Come back, Cabalding. I see you over here.
You have to start back over at the beginning of Heavensward.
Oh my goodness. What a journey. But then we get to see Harshafand all over again.
That was a stupid plan. Stupid. But if I tell no one, then everyone will,
Would you like to explain yourself?
he found me again. What to do?
Oh, we're just staring him down.
I come in peace. Only to talk. Speak, say, talk. So please, do not hurt me.
So this is our wily Cabal infiltrator, is it? No wonder the soldiers were on edge. He could very well give one a bruised knee. I take an arrow to the knee. Huzzah, we've got him. Fine work, Scions. So, little one, thought you could sneak into my camp, did you? Trying to steal my crystals, were you?
No, I came to talk, to ask for help. But when your soldiers saw me, they drew their weapons and shouted, aye.
Now, let's all take a deep breath and discuss this like civilized individuals. What is your name, child?
Pikman Gabu of the 260th Order.
Clearly dyslexia hit me there real hard.
Pikman Gabu of the 620th Order. At least I will be a Pikmin one day.
Well met, Gabu. I am Alfino, and this is my sister, Alize. Jake, the man who found you, is our friend. And now that you know our names, we can be friends too. Now, I mean, he is a negotiator and a diplomat at, that's what he does best. So trying to diplomatically speak to the little Cabal is just straight up his alley. Now, Commander Bloeden here thinks that you wanted to take his crystals, Gabu, that you said you came to ask for help. Why to us and not to your own people? What happened, Gabu? Can you tell us? Yes? She's like, it's no use. No one is going to hurt you, all right? Oh, okay. She was like shaking her head like, oh, okay. Well, we're doing it this way. Not while we're here. I promise. She does have ice skates. Look at the little metal across the bottom. You're absolutely right. She wants to skate gracefully wherever she goes.
The Patriarch, the Patriarch is going to summon the Great Father again, and you have to stop him. Beat him, fight him, stop him.
So you were right.
Gabu's parents said they didn't want it, along with many others. But the Patriarch wouldn't listen. He was so angry. Angry, raging, fuming, angry. He said that they didn't have the iron in their hearts, that they would serve as coke for the furnace. And then the guards took my parents and the others away, and I haven't seen them since.
What? No, he did not sacrifice his own people to serve as ether for the summoning. What? It's one thing to use crystals, obviously. It's another to even absorb the ether from your enemies or other people groups, because you're just like, I don't care about you, I only care about my people, and I want my people to be, saved. But then to use the people who descend against you of your own people is just like, how cruel and terrible are you? Coke for the furnace. I do not want to believe it, but I heard tales of the foci, fashioned from the bone of beastmen, which worshippers use in the rituals, hoping to summon more powerful incarnations of their gods. By the 12, that is sickening.
No one listens to Gabu, no matter how much he cries, pleads, begs, cries. They do not listen. Only talk about punishing the overdwellers and praising the Great Father. Gabu loves the Great Father, but he loves his parents too. So please help Gabu stop the Patriarch and save his parents. Aw, he's so cute. I'm glad we pet him.
We clearly made the right choice there.
Commander, advise Maelstrom Command that Titan's summoning is imminent. Should the worst come to the worst, we will require their support. Time being of the essence, we three will attempt to infiltrate the Cabal stronghold and secure their crystals and free the prisoners.
Well, if you're sure, you'll forgive me if I don't seem optimistic. We'll make ready just in case.
There's no time. Oh my gosh. Can you find the Cabal? It's right there! Oh, nicely done. How good are you hide and seek? Clearly terrible. I did absolutely terrible at that. Tell us now. Okay, Anakin, calm down. Calm down. No need to pull out the lightsaber to inquire of the children. We remember how that went last time.
I have faith that we may yet stop the ritual. We would surely have detected the associated etheric disturbance had a Titan manifested already. But I cannot speak for the prisoners. 12 have mercy that they would even contemplate sacrificing their own flesh and blood. Brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers.
Time is of the essence. We must see what else Gabu knows and formulate a plan without further delay. Gabu, for all that information and for being cute, you get more pets. Okay? I can't do it with caps on. I'm sorry. I'm failing at this. There we go. Alright, now that you got your head pats, we need you to explain more what's happening with the crystals.
I heard Great Father Titan loves crystals, cherishes, covets, loves them, and if we gather enough, he will return. That's why the Patriarch told everyone to go forth and gather them. So I was thinking, if we take all the crystals away, maybe the Great Father won't come?
Very good, Gabu. I was thinking the same thing. Do you know where these crystals are stored?
I know. Oh, several spots, each defended by a different order. Gabu wanted to steal them, but he was too afraid to go alone. Yes, too afraid to go alone. But together we can take them away and hide them. Come. Gabu will lead you to the first cache.
We have an inside man. We found ourselves a mole. A mole. Thank you for the divine veil. I feel very divine indeed. Cowering Coachman, you're fine. Don't worry about those monsters. They won't eat you. It's all good. Oh, the first cache. Right here. Oh. Hello. There seems to be a Lala inside the cache. Clearly the cache has something else besides just crystals. Quick, use them all for a summoning. Quickly, use them for the summoning. We'll use Lala's ether as well. Oh, there's a panda in there too now. That's so cute. Do you have them all? Good. Lead on. This way, this way. I love it. We could probably fit 4 in there. 4 Lalas. Oh, this way. This way, this way. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna be breezing on past you with my giant vulture of doom. Cache of crystals. Can we get change of crystals too? Time is short. If you have the crystals, we should move on to the next cache. Did you hear me, brother? Brother? Aye, it's just that... Yeah, who's on the box? I bet there's some insignia or something. I'm quite certain that crate once bore Ishgardian seals. Someone took great pains to remove all traces, but enough remains to make out the pattern. See for yourself. I struggle to imagine kobolds traveling to Kurthus to obtain crystals, much less bothering to conceal their origins. I suspect these crystals were smuggled into Wildbrand by another party, most likely a pawn of the Asians, as Thancred speculated.
I don't understand. Who are the Asians? Do they worship the Great Father Titan too?
Never you mind about that. As Alize said, we do not have a lot of time. Can you lead us to the next cache, Gabu?
Yes, of course. Gabu knows the way. The next one is the very last, very large, very big, huge, large.
I wonder if the Warriors of Darkness are the ones that are doing it. Because again, they're like trying to help out, cause all this chaos and everything. So it's definitely possible that they're the ones doing it. Glowy weapons. I like your shield too. I recognize that symbol, but I don't know where it's from. Okay. We're going this way. And I need to switch back to Dark Knight before I do anything totally crazy. Totally crazy. Okay, come on. Come on, bird. Get up there. The cache is not here. This is not good. They cast about for a time. You see no sign of the crystals. They've already been used. Why don't we try opening ghost crates? See what's inside there. Confound it. What about you, Jake? Any luck? None whatsoever.
Nothing. But this cannot be. Gabu saw them. Spied. Spotted. Saw.
Think, brother, think. They must have moved them, yes? The question is where to and why. Within Ogumoru, where they summoned Titan once before and mean to do so again. It is the only explanation.
What about Mother and Father and the others? We have to help them.
And we will, Gabu. We will. Stay calm. We still have time. They have yet to call for the remaining crates, yes? If they had, then they would have found the other caches empty and sounded the alarm. Nevertheless, I believe that time for stealth has passed. We must breach the navel and seize the remaining crystals. There is no other way to prevent Titan's summoning. But first, give me your crystals, that I might deliver them to Commander Blauidin's custody. We dare not take them into the bowels of the mountain. So we have the question still remaining of what about the Ishgardian symbols on the crates. Out of all of the different groups, I was not going to guess Ishgardian. If I had to have guessed, it was probably going to be Lenosha, because it's right nearby. And it seems like it's possible with the ships and everything that they could have, wrecked a ship or something and stole them off the ship. But I was not going to say Ishgardian. The crystals, Jake, if you'd be so kind. Oh, we have the cache of crystals right here. Nice. What does it say? Large bounty of crystals intended for Titan summoning. Okay. What do you intend to do with them, Alfino? Are you actually an Asian this whole time? How did you know? Thank you. I shall deliver them to Camp Overlook for safekeeping and brief Commander Blauidin on the situation. Pray go on ahead. As I recall, there is an aetheryte within Ugamoru mines that should deliver you to the navel. Gabu doubtless knows the way. Wait for me there, and I shall join you anon.
Strange. I would have thought you eager to remain in the thick of the action. But if this is what you would prefer, then Godspeed, brother. This way! This way!
Yeah, he's got the crystals now. What's he gonna do with those? You gonna deliver them and summon Titan yourself? Don't tell me you're gonna summon your grandfather and bring him into this. He's like, look, if you're gonna summon your deities, I'll summon one of the 12. Whoosh. Into the caves we go. Perfect timing. This would just be insane without the map. So I think someone said that it used to not have a map of the area. And I give credit to everyone who dealt with it without a map, because I would definitely have gotten lost. But, man, how creative and cool to have a thing like this. Like, seriously, it's so easy to have just gotten lost in.
Alize, you made it here safely without getting lost like I did. Ah, I take it this is the Aetheryte we seek? Right then. As soon as Alpino arrives, we go. I trust you're feeling suitably heroic, Jake? There's no telling what sort of resistance we'll face in there.
Final Fantasy 11 did that, and I didn't catch the rest of the chat. Sorry. Okay. It's a lot of rocks already on the ground. Oh yeah, look at them using the crystals.
Quickly, you clouds! Briskly, swiftly, quickly! I will not suffer further delays!
Nice helmet you got there, bro. I don't mind taking that from you.
Lay down your arms and surrender. We have your crystals. There will be no summoning this day. Overdwellers? Here? But how did you... Where are my parents, Patriarch? Where are they?
Oh, they're over there tied up. Are they tied up? They don't look to be moving much. Wait, are they already dead? Oh, they are definitely not moving.
Mother? Father?
Coke for the furnace. You monster! How could you?
We are but servants of the Lord of Cracks. We are his, that he may drink of our blood and partake of our flesh, that he might draw upon the strength of his children and defend them from the tyranny of the overdwellers.
Draw upon the strength of his children to defend them, but he killed them from the tyranny of the overdwellers. Wow.
No, Alize, not yet.
She was about ready to duel. She was gonna whip out that summoning book and just go ham.
I understand, Patriarch, I do. Your fear, your anger, your hate.
He was kind of using their way of like, repeating 3 different words in a sequence. That was kind of a nice touch.
You would do anything to protect your people, anything to deliver them from despair, whatever it takes to ensure that those who threaten you can never do so again. But in your single-minded pursuit of this objective, you have brought suffering upon your own kith and kin. You sacrificed the lives of the very people you sought to protect. But it need not be this way, Patriarch. Renounce this bloody course. Cease your attempts to summon your god and work with us, together, to build a lasting peace.
He's trying to go the route of peace and the diplomacy, the diplomatic route, so... just on back in time for, or Mytha came back just in time for the terrible, terrible reveal.
Another piece to be abandoned at the Overdweller's convenience. Oath breakers, all of you. Liars, betrayers, oath breakers. You take and you take and you take, and when you have had your fill, you sue for peace. You promise that this time is the last, until you grow hungry again.
I mean, he's kind of not wrong.
And when we dare to defend ourselves, you declare that this beast tribe cannot be suffered to live, that our god drains the land of ether and brings naught but suffering, death, destruction, and suffering upon us all. I will heal no more lives from you and yours, Overdweller. You've ruined your own lands. You'll not ruin ours.
He killed his parents.
I said I'd come for you, and I did. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Say something, please. Please. Please.
Oh no. Oh no. I think the Gabu is summoning Titan.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up! Wake up!
Oh my goodness. Gabu, what have you done? The question is Titan gonna listen to Gabu or is he gonna listen to the Patriarch? Yeah, I think he's gonna listen to Gabu. Because he's the summoned by Gabu. Yeah. And a complete rage. 7 hells. Aww.
I'm here. I'm here.
No!
Alfino, leave him to me.
Nice, Carbuncle, go. Oh, we look so ready to defend him.
We must away.
Oh, she can Aetherite teleport him? Maybe she invited him to the party. That's the first time we've ever Aetherite teleported in a cutscene. What? Did he leave with his Carbuncle? Carbuncle, be safe! Be safe. Oh my goodness. Gabu. He's like Abu from Aladdin, but Gabu. Oh my goodness. Heartbroken.
He's breathing, and I don't see any injuries, but I can't seem to wake him. By the 12, how could I be so foolish? Should have known better than to let Gabu accompany us, given what we were like to find. His anger, anguish, and despair have served to birth a primal, just as would the supplications of the faithful. Worse, being born of such tumultuous emotion, this incarnation of Titan seems incapable of naught but violence. If we had one cause for optimism, it is that while many crystals were present, they represent but a fraction of the quantity intended for the summoning ritual, meaning that Titan must be far weaker than planned.
You think that, but with the emotions that are going through it, I'm not sure.
Be that as it may, he is yet a primal. The longer we leave him to bleed the land of ether, the stronger he will grow. And should Titan be permitted to leave Ogamoru, more lives will be lost. The Maelstrom will rally their troops and the cycle will continue. Jake, you know what must be done. Will you face the Lord of Crags once more?
Absolutely.
Thank you, my friend. Alize and I will tend to Gabu. When you have finished with the primal, look for us in Camp Overlook. We will be expecting you.
Oh, we're doing hard. Oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting. So we're not even doing extreme yet. Right here, we go right back. All right, what's the party? How are we splitting up? Would you like to hold the party till we get back? Thought this was a solo.
Yeah, I was wrong about that.
Is it an 8-man?
Yeah, we can do this.
Let's go. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got 7. So we'll get one random person. It's an 8-man. Nice. Party of other players. The naval extreme. No, we need the naval hard.
We don't have time for that tonight.
We don't got time. I think we did. I think that was one of the ones we did synced, right? Maybe I'm wrong on that. I know there were 2 the night we were doing all the extremes. There were 2 that we did unsynced. I think one was Ifrit, but I can't remember what the other one was.
You know what? We might have done it synced.
I love how the mechanics are part of the history of the game. He did not wake up. No, they didn't wake up, even though he was there. The not just dismay, but the pure and unadulterated disbelief. You know, wake up, wake up, wake up. It's such a childlike thing that there's just this disconnect between what is happening and what you believe. It's cool that all the rocks were there at the last summoning. It's very, very, very similar to this. That's I think what Mytho was talking about, the mechanics with the rocks coming together and him being birthed in it. And also, even his attacks were the same as what you actually face in this. It was really cool. We did Ravana. Yeah, the Ramu run was actually, honestly, probably one of my favorite runs that I've ever done so far. Look at everyone looking so cool. Showing off their glowy weapons. I need to make some... Oh, I probably should turn grit on, shouldn't I? That would probably be a smart idea. Probably be a smart idea. All right, first layer. I don't have my leap attack. I want my plunge ability. So I can leap in and go ham. Oh, he's powering up. That's design. Layer number 2. All right, Dragoons, you have my permission to leap off the edge. You only have one, harsher phone. Alright. Sorry, I'm turning around for a second. We got the bombs. Okay. I can face him this way. Layer number 3. I said I'd come. Here I come. Oh! Mother, father, I can't find you. He's quoting Gabu. I missed that. I can't find you. Oh my god, that makes it even more heartbreaking. What? Talk about, like, the spirit that does the summoning. I think this is a really good indicator for things we're gonna have to keep aware of in the future. Like wake up. Yeah, wake up. There we go. I missed the wake part. I'm blind. Have I told you all that I'm blind? But when people or beastmen or whatever do summonings in the future, this is something to keep in mind. Is the heart and spirit that goes into the summoning. Oh, great. Got bomb boulders for days. I'm trying to get everyone killed. Am I succeeding? I thought it was safe. Nah, you're never safe when you're hanging out with me. Never. Floor tanking! The cleaving. The damage in the cleave. Ow, that hurt. Jeez! Alright, Titan, you can calm down, buddy. That is a bit much. That is a bit much, buddy. I guess I should draw him to the side, shouldn't I? Okay, so that bomb should blow up first, so I can run over here. All right, now let me draw him all the way to the edge. I just don't want to get knocked off. See? Like, I think I did the Living Dead bit early on that. Alright, let's decrease the damage. So many people are dead. Oh my goodness. Wait a minute, don't say this is just down to me, Karnika, Lavava. What? Oh, okay, Medsi's still alive. Ow, that was really, really dumb of me. I was trying to I think we got it, but I was trying to interrupt his summon there, and I don't think that works on a boss. I don't think that works on the boss. The Ramu Extreme is still probably one of my favorites because of how close it was. It was like literally 15 seconds, and it would have ended. We're alive! Yay, yay! Leap right off the edge. I'm taking a picture over here because this has got the best background. Player accommodations. Ah, cool. So you actually get to accommodate with that. Nice. Yes, the Axe of Crags. Yes, the Crag Weapon Coffer. Absolutely. Wait, is that higher weapon level too? No, I level 80 might be the same. Might be the same. Nice. Oh, I messed up. Oh, that's right. You can hit space and you turn around. Come on. Do it again. Oh, I missed it. Totally missed it. And yeah, yeet! Nice. I think I still messed up mine. I was trying to get it when the sword was up in the air. Was that 2? There we go. Classic fantasy. Way too bright and just too many colors. I know that you could take all of those effects away, but I love it with all of the effects. I think the effects make it even better. I mean, literally, you can only see like half the characters because of how blinding it is. Why can't I scroll out? Why can't I zoom out? Let me zoom out! Beautiful. This is art right here. This is art. You need to print this off and frame it. Frame it on the wall. Oh, cool. I think it's awesome that Ulan joined us. Thanks for joining us, Ulan. Lots of... awesome... Thanks for taking a picture with us. Nice. Nice. No, not at all. You too. Sweet. Sweet. I think that stuff is awesome. That's so cool. It's very, very rare that we get other players in on stuff like that. So really cool that they joined us for that. Y'all running out of the mains like plebeians, trying to save your guild. Save your guild. That was very cool. Very cool. Great photos as well. Gabu. Aw, and it's raining. He seems to be doing a little bit better. Well, maybe not. Very appropriate weather for the situation. And there he is. Oh, there he is. Did I not tell you who had returned safe and sound? I mean, we beat that guy on extreme, so. The deed is done then? Titan is no more? For this time. Good. There has been enough tragedy this day. He has been like that ever since he regained consciousness. I believe he can hear us, but he has made no attempt to respond. He is almost certainly still in shock, but we cannot discount the possibility that he succumbed to the Primal's influence. Should that prove the case, he must be put to death like any other thrall. Such is the Alliance's policy, yes? You have the right of it. We must not rush to conclusions. After all, we once feared that Yzale's followers were beyond reason, and many have since laid down their arms and accepted Ishgard's peace. That's good to hear. We knew that some did, but I wasn't really sure how the total following, you know, how that all went down. We can but watch, wait, and pray. You can, I was thinking about it for thralls. I know you can't, like, remove their thraldom, but, you know, how... Depending on the situation, is it possible to just imprison them and keep them alive and feed them, make sure they don't summon the primal? And I know that their prayers feed the primal, but at the same time, it's like, for at least, like, special cases, maybe? People shy, maybe? I hope that he's okay. It's also the beast that mourned at the heart of the mountain. Wow. It's cool that you're getting that side of the Beastman tribe, and that for a lot of the game, I know there's been a couple of occasions that aren't, but for a lot of the game, you mainly are seeing them as just annoyances and problems and everything else. But you're getting a little look at a different reality. There is not to be gained from dwelling on an eventuality over which we have no control, much less one which may never even come to pass. Let us tend to more immediate matters. Informing Commander Blauwdin of Titan's demise, for example. You may be certain that he will be glad of the news. Would you be so kind as to break it to him? Ah. Thank you, Mesty, for the umbrella. I'm a little tall for it, but... You're very, very kind. Maybe you should cover Gabu with it while we go talk to the commander. Keep him out of the rain. Too small. Small umbrella. Well, maybe you should have gotten a bigger umbrella instead of getting a single person umbrella. Did you teleport like 5 paces? Yeah, so late. Your legs are gonna atrophy at that point. Ah, you're a sight for sore eyes. When the others came back without you, I feared the worst. They said you had matters well in hand. Oh, hang on a second. Was half asleep before we started there, before I heard the ticking, and someone was like, who hasn't accepted? Oh. Karanika took a moment to accept. Go to sleep. Karanika, go to sleep. You're up so late. It's okay. It's okay. We're not going to be up for too much longer. Actually, we're probably going to be wrapping up here in the very near future. In the next 15 or so minutes, we're going to be looking to kind of start to slide things to a good point to close. So you're not gonna be listening to it. Wait a minute, just to. All settled then, is it? I'm glad to hear it. But not half as glad as my men'll be. Believe you me. Regardless of whether or not he was summoned properly, a primal's a primal, and there ain't a soul in the maelstrom that hasn't lost a friend or one. Don't get me wrong, like we're all prepared to do our part. We weren't so as naive to think we'd live to tell the tale. Thankfully, of course, it didn't come to that, which, my friend, sounds to me like a cause for celebration. I know you have a lot of places to be, but why not stay the night? We'd be honored to raise a glass to the triumphant return of Titan's Bane. Oh, it's so cool. I don't know if the world time mirrored the nighttime, or if it just so happened that he said that, like, stay the evening, but... Where are they going off to? Beautiful stars.
Who goes there?
It's just us, probably. Spiky us.
Oh, it's you. Forgive me for straying from the camp.
You can go wherever you want.
He hasn't been feeling too welcome, to say the least. I thought a change of scenery might do him good. But, alas.
floating rock in the background's pretty cool.
It's so quiet out here. The stars spread out before us, beckoning across time and space. Dawn may banish even the darkest night. How bitterly beautiful, those words. I should be stronger for all my experiences, yet my heart aches more than ever. I never understood why Grandfather gave his life that day. I thought that if I came here, I would find the answers I needed. But when I finally laid eyes on the land he sacrificed everything to save, saw firsthand the bickering, the pettiness, I was disappointed. I was angry. I could not fathom how these people were more deserving of his love than his family, than me. But when Grandfather revealed the whole truth of the calamity to us, I finally understood. And I resolved there and then to continue his legacy in my own way. My travels have been enlightening, but I cannot say that I have enjoyed them. I have lost count of the many petty crises that I was helpless to resolve and of the people whose actions I could not understand.
I think it's really powerful. Travels have been enlightening, but I cannot say that I've enjoyed them. I think that too often people can get caught up in believing that every moment in life should be filled with joy and happiness and enjoyable. But it's the fact that life has its ups and downs, and that it's the overcoming of struggles that makes life worth living. And so it's not that every moment in life will be happy or filled with joy or be the best moment ever. But it's that it's okay that there are times that you don't enjoy, that things are hard and things are a struggle, but it's the overcoming of those struggles that is satisfying to look at that journey through everything. And honestly, it's the relationships and people that go through those journeys with you that make that even deeper and more powerful. A huge credit to the voice actor. I think she's doing an amazing job. But B, just that sentence specifically resonated with me, and that it's okay to say that there are moments in which life is a struggle and that it's hard and that you didn't enjoy certain aspects of it. But there are other things down the road and the culmination of moments that you do enjoy. So that's really cool.
There were others, of course. Good people. People with whom I felt a kinship, whose lives I could not save.
At this point, it's getting too many. Getting way too many.
I found myself asking what it was all for. Why try if I was doomed to fail in the end? But then I recalled Grandfather's words to my father years ago, before he left Sharlayan behind forever. To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. We must all protect that which we hold most dear in the manner of our own choosing.
To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it's indolence.
We have to try, do we not?
I think it's powerful to try, even if you don't know that you can save them as well, in that it's not in the succeeding of saving or not saving. It's that you put forth the effort to try to save them regardless. And maybe you won't succeed. But that doesn't mean that it's not worth it to still try for their sake and for yours. Because the last thing you want is to have a life full of regrets of things that you didn't step up in those moments.
Of course, it's one thing to try and another to do. There were times while I was tracking the Warriors of Darkness when I faltered, when I was afraid. But then I thought of my brother, of Urianger, of you. Oh, pray forgive me. This conversation has been rather one-sided, hasn't it? Mayhap you could recount some of your adventures in Ishgard.
I could, but I'm mute. Traveled far and wide with two companies, Estinian and Yazel, who were very... Under some rather unique circumstances, I had the pleasure to fight alongside Sarah and Merrick, when Alfino and I came at last to the Ravanian hinterlands. I think in honor of both Estinian and Yazel and what they went through, I think those are the companions. I mean, Alfino was there with us as well, but in Yazel's memory and in Estinian's honor, I think they're the ones that I would want to talk about most. And the traveling and journeys they went on and what they fought for, from two very different perspectives.
They must have been at each other's throats from dawn till dusk.
Pretty
I dare
much.
say you managed to keep the peace, though. Merely being in the presence of the Warrior of Light is surely enough to shame anyone into behaving.
We'll bring out the paddle if they don't. Estinian.
The hopes and dreams of so many rest on your shoulders, Warrior of Light. As long as the sun rises, we can but carry on. For the sake of those we hold dear.
Okay, Orosians, please do not, if you were ever to lose us, do not use a bunch of crystals to summon your deific version of us, because apparently we hold all of your hopes and dreams. Putting your hopes and dreams into someone who can fail is definitely a way of setting yourself up for failure. I don't know if any of you are faith-based people, but if you are and put your faith in a god or whatever, God can't fail. But I think that overall, if you're putting your faith into someone that you're trusting you're hoping won't fail, there's always that possibility. And so that's where I'm like, I don't know, it'd be an interesting story arc. I don't know that they are doing that, but how interesting would it be if we were able to learn that our Orsians saw us as something worth praying to, like the Beastmen do with their primals, and that in that regard, praying to the Warrior of Light to save them, a primal of us basically gets summoned. But I think that we would end up having to be dead for that to be the case, because we would have to no longer exist. So, I don't know. That'd be very, very... It's scary, because there's a lot of people with a lot of faith in us, and I'm like, I don't want to let people down. My biggest fear... Here's a little bit of me. My biggest fear is letting people down. I hate letting people down. So I'm just like, hey, you don't put your faith in me, and I can't let you down. Sorry for getting super introspective there. All right, sorry. That's my bad. Warrior of Darkness. The Earth Crystal? I think that's the orange ones.
To what end dost thou cling to the tainted gifts of the Mother?
Oh, that's one of Heidelin's crystals. Remember that we got like the 6 of them? So definitely one of Heidelin's people, one of the tainted gifts of Mother. That's really cool. Also, High Masked Man also made me think of, he's following COVID restrictions really nicely. You know, 6 feet apart, wearing a mask. He's doing a good job there, so. Alize pouring out her heart. Jake. Selfie time. When Alize speaks, I listen. The floating rock makes me think the characters are moving up and down just a little bit, so we would have to fight us. I mean, we kind of did that in as a Dark Knight. We've already beaten ourselves, so nobody can kick my butt like myself. Nobody kicks my own butt. And so there's a oh my gosh, not Garen. That was the first name that came into my head. Gaston. There's a Gaston song in there somewhere. So
every tool has its purpose. Even this.
Do you have the other 5?
Well, What is it?
Out with it.
The seeds sown in Vilbrand have been plucked from the earth and left to wither. Alas, Titan's demise sufficed not to drive the kobolds to deepest desperation.
Drove one of them to deepest desperation.
What did the man in white have to say?
Elidibus.
That we are to proceed as he did first set forth.
Well, that's easy for him to say. It's not his bloody world on the brink of destruction, is it?
Interesting. So their world is not actually destroyed yet. It's on the brink of destruction. Okay. That being the case, I definitely empathize a little bit more with them. Because if they're feeling the pressure of time, then that desperation to save their own world, I can absolutely see. Like, if their world could be saved. It's very close to not being saved, but it could be saved. And if that's the case, then if someone gave me the ability to save my world, it'd be like, tell me what to do. And I'll if that's what it takes, I'll do it. Now, at some point, you do have to ask yourself, is the sacrifice worth what you gain? See Anakin and turning into Darth Vader. But at the same time, you can certainly empathize with, if they have everything to lose, people who are pushed to that element are the ones who are going to respond the harshest. They have everything to lose, or you could say they have nothing to lose without trying everything. So
be thou well reminded that with an end to Ishgard's unrest, naught now remaineth to preoccupy the Scion's thoughts, and thus may they devote their every energy to thwarting thee and thine. I foresee only greater difficulties ahead.
Whose side are you on?
Foresee? Are you sure you don't welcome them? I'm starting to think you might hold a candle for your old friends after all.
Hold a candle for your old friends after all. Was he a scion? I want to see his face again.
Pray do not mistake mine intent. I but look upon the path which lieth before us with due trepidation.
Is that a Riange? Mask? We've never really seen his hair because he's always had his hood up. And he's wearing goggles, so we've never really seen his eyes. His voice is a little bit higher pitched than I think Uriange's is. But if he's friends with the Scions and kind of a neutral party and didn't speak around Alfino. No one slays like Kelton. No one helps like Kelton. There's no one as strong for tanking like Kelton. I'm especially good at responding with nods. Everyone wants a hug. What a guy. My, what an aura, that Kelton. I love it. I love it. Ahem. All right, enough with crazy theories. So,
shouldst thou be of like mind, pray consider then another course. For the power to invoke the ardor belongeth not unto the Ascians alone. With thine own hand strike down thine enemy, the so-called hero who would see thy home lost to light. Do but this, and thou wouldst at a single stroke disrupt the all-too delicate balance of this realm, plunging her straightways into chaos.
Oh, we're gonna 1v1. Bring it.
You do realize what you're suggesting, yes?
To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. The words of my teacher, and a creed I hold close to my heart.
Is this Alize's father? No. No. All right, Jake. Jake, calm on the crazy theories. Calm on the crazy theories. He said teacher, not father. All right, calm yourself. Calm yourself. Is this Yasholah's dad? No. But he clearly knows, he knows of grandfather's quote, to ignore the plight of those who might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. And to ignore the plight of the world that they could save is not wisdom, indolence. But he's clearly from this world. He's clearly from this world. He's not from the world of too much light.
Very well. Draw him out. We'll make it quick.
Oh boy. That's what you think.
It shall be done.
He did say we make it quick, which is not fair. All right? I thought we were having a 1v1 here, like an honorable fight. If you were going to 5-1...
What good a creed one cannot uphold? What hurts soothed? What lives saved? Oh, hapless fool, what hast thou wrought by thine own hands?
But he's clearly going through some internal turmoil there. Jeez. What hast thou wrought by thine own hands? This type of dialogue is what makes me think it's Urianger. This is how Urianger talks. All right? This is exactly how Urianger talks. Maybe the mask.
My friends, I shall not now beg your forgiveness.
Okay, I am...
Full deeply though it paineth me to walk it, I shall not stray from my chosen path. As Moonbreeder remains steadfast, so too shall I.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be. It's gotta be! But the voice is definitely different. The voice is definitely, like, slightly higher pitched. Because Urianger, I've done his voice way too many times. To and that's like a da 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 da. So it's definitely different. Definitely different. But Yasholah's dad, he's too good. I don't know, maybe it's Urianger's brother or something. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe it's his twin. Maybe it's his twin. Who knows? Okay, Holo, real quick. Is speaking with Alfino finishing this or starting the next one? Because I can't remember if the last one I got was green. Because it's not green yet.
No. You have 4 quests to do, but 2 of them are talking quests.
4 quests to do, but 2 of them are talking quests. I've got like 15 minutes.
Do you have literally only 15 minutes, or do you have like 30 minutes? Can you do it in 30 minutes?
I could probably squeeze into 30 minutes, but definitely no more after that.
Don't delay.
Don't dally.
Keep it snappy.
What ho, Jake? I trust you had a good night's rest? I was, but this moment, speaking with Thancred and Y'shtola via Link Pearl. They had some interesting news to share. Apparently, during the course of their respective investigations, both came across crates which had once borne Ishgardian seals. It would seem that someone in the capital has been very busy indeed. Yes, so... event. Speaking with Thancred and Y'shtola, they found crates that have been born with... Yeah, so Ishgardian lost a ton of seals. A ton. Or a ton of crystals. According to the Temple Knights, have launched a full-scale investigation. Sarah Emmerich believes it is only a matter of time before the culprits are found. We shall have to wait to see. In the meantime, it seems only prudent to look at the recent activities of other tribes, in case they too are flushed with Ishgardian crystals. And with that in mind, I suggest we pay Urianger another... Wait, where is Alize? She was here a moment ago with Gabu. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alize? Gabu, you doing any better? No, still no talking. We give him a quick hug. Everyone could use another hug. Don't judge, Holo. Don't judge. Ah, let me guess. It's time to leave, isn't it? My apologies for disappearing again. If it's any consolation, I have already packed my things. How is he? He seems to be still struggling, that's for sure. Brother, Commander Blauwden, something tells me you're not here solely out of concern for his welfare. But to answer your question, there has been no change. He will not speak or eat. I'm not even sure if he slept. If he did, he seems none the better for it. He just shuffles about with the same expression on his face. Have you tried giving him ice skates? You will look after him, won't you, Commander? And treat him with every kindness? He's still in there, I know it. Beneath the anguish and the despair, he's still fighting with all his heart. He deserves to be given that chance, until he comes back to us, until we know for certain what has become of him.
Aye, you needn't worry. If he hadn't risked his neck to warn us and help you secure the better part of the crystals, this could have turned out slight worse than it did. We'll not soon forget that, nor will the Maelstrom Command.
That's good. Glad he recognized that at least. I'm so sorry, Gabu. I truly am. You should never have been made to... And I know I can't possibly understand. Mayhap there is nothing I could do or say. The pain, the anger, the helplessness.
We don't even know what happened to her parents.
Hold fast to the memories of better times. Remember them as they were. And when it hurts so much that your heart feels fit to burst, let it burst. Let it burst and fill up again with your love for them. And never, ever forget.
Come along, little one.
Those are some touching words.
I will remember them. And you, Alize. Thank you.
He speaks! Aww! Gabu! I will never forget you! Have faith, sister. Your words have reached him. In time, he will recover. And those who orchestrated these events will be made to answer for their crimes.
Oh, she mad. Oh, she mad.
1,000 times over, aye. There will be a reckoning.
Nice.
I kind of slightly feel like we're a babysitter with 2 kids that are running around, and because we're so much bigger than they are, we're just like, come along, little children, let's not dally. We need to make sure we get home in time for supper. Have you eaten your greens today? Pray return to the waking sands. Hey, I did not spend an hour in the glam dresser, okay? That was like 20 minutes. Maybe 30. Maybe 40.
20 minutes here, 20 minutes there. Who's counting?
Who's counting? It's all to look good, okay? You gotta admit that I totally called the blue on that outfit, all right? Totally called it. I don't know how. I just had a feeling.
I bet Amric felt insulted, like, oh, I can't believe this guy. He wore the same thing as me.
What? He thinks he gets to wear blue to this outfit? Internally, he's slightly cussing. He's just like...
See if I ever fight the warrior like to do again.
Exactly. He's like, who gave this guy this jacket in the first place? I should make sure that no one ever gets this thing again.
It's not like a sternly worded discussion with Edmund afterwards.
Edmund, we gotta have a talk about this, right? You can't just be handing these jackets out to anybody, all right? He's getting on my style. You ruined my groove. I'm sorry, but you ruined Emeric's groove. The Lord Emeric of the Ishgardians.
You told me, Lord Edmund, that I was your favorite.
Well, then you just see from the top of Ishgard's tower the warrior of light. Oh, I'm sorry. We have heard the glad tidings from Ogamora, my friends. By the grace of the 12, your most valiant efforts, the people of Limsa Lominsa may rest easy. See, the mask is covering not only his tattoos, but those chops that we totally would recognize those chops. Totally would recognize those chops anywhere. I'm just saying. Just saying. I should like to think so, yes. Though we failed to prevent the Lord of Crags from manifesting,
We did succeed in weakening him, enabling our friend to dispatch him before the Warriors of Light could make the matters worse. It was by no means an unmitigated success, but it'll have to suffice. Then let us speak of another matter, one which weigheth heavily on my lady's mind. All right, give me 2 seconds. I want to make sure that should be off by 10:45. Letting the wife know so that way she's aware of kind of a timetable on these things. So we got a timetable now. We got a timestamp. We got to go. As thou didst request, I sought out the Garoon oracles that we might better understand the aims of the warriors of darkness. Though their copious use of allegory defieth any single interpretation, the oracles paint a most disturbing picture, one of worlds parallel to our own, yet apart, yet linked, reduced to ruin with every umbral calamity. 7 times have they succeeded. Then of the 10 and 3, only 6 worlds remain. Okay, so each calamity basically destroys one world. How interesting. The question is the world of light already destroyed? He said it was the closest one to the source. So that has to be the first umbral era, I would assume. But then he also said that their 13th was the darkness one. So maybe there isn't any particular order to them. It's just like random order. In terms of which ones were destroyed. Aye, all is as my lady Minfilia spake unto thee. As for what becometh of these reflections when they and the source are rejoined, frail flesh undone in umbral fires, each soul surrendereth to her call, to flow unto the endless sea, there to endure as one and none. So it's basically returning to ether. Her call, soul surrendereth to her call. I assume that's to Heidelin's call, but I'm not positive. To flow into the endless sea, there to endure as one and none. Then, if the warriors of darkness succeed, everyone in their world will die? In essence, aye. The verse speaketh of the reunification of the flesh and subsequent return to the life stream. However, this fate may yet be preferable to the alternative. For if the first were to fall to transcendent light in the manner the warriors of darkness described, it would give way unto a void wherein none may know either life or death. Far better to die, they reason, for in death there is life. The essence of a soul which returneth unto the source may be born anew, saved. Such, at least, is their belief, I surmise. If that is true, then gods, no one should have to make that choice. So leave them in forever, what's it called, between heaven and hell? Purgatory. In a forever state of purgatory, neither dead nor alive, but assumably constant suffering, or let them all die, let the world get destroyed, but at least they get returned to the source, they get returned to the life stream, and at some point, assumably down the road, the souls can find rest and begin anew or something. That is a terrible choice. I mean, neither is a good one. Ere we speak further on this subject, I would share with thee another recent discovery. It would seem that several sizable shipments of crystals have been delivered into the hands of certain Alamegan parties. Alamegans? Strange. Can you believe this to be the work of the same Ashgardian smugglers who supplied the beast tribes? I know beyond a shadow of a doubt. Unless thou wonder at their motive, I would remind you that the Asians did once attempt to bring about the summoning of Ralgo. The individuals who took receipt of these shipments are refugees belonging to a group devoted to the cause of Alamegan liberation. It may also interest thee to know, as a quick reminder, that's I think he's talking about the kids, the teenagers that the Asians were teaching to basically try to summon Fralgur, that they were planning on stealing the crystals from the lizardmen, beastmen, so they could summon Ralgur to get revenge on the Garlean forces that took over Alamegan. It may also interest thee to know that their Ashgardian suppliers appear to be none other than the remnants of Elaine Roaz network of spies. So we've dealt with her before, too. Surely you jest. And yet, it is not so surprising. Bereft of leadership and hunted by the Alliance, I can well imagine such villains being desperate enough to conspire with the Asians, assuming they even know or care who their new employers are. All of which is irrelevant. Forgive me. We must seek out the resistance group which received the crystals without delay. Jake, Alize, will you come with me to Little Alabigo?
I think we know we're gonna meet there.
Look at her. Yes, of course. I should like to hear what they have to say for themselves, firsthand. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal.
Pack 7 traitor.
What? Didn't say nothing. Just Anna, have a great night. Have a great night. Alfino, Alize, Jake, are you three listening? Good, I have tidings. The Temple Knights raided the smuggler's warehouse less than an hour ago. A cursory interrogation of the prisoners yielded confirmation that they were in the ploy of, and I hope you're sitting down, a man in black robes. Then you have them? And the crystals too? What few remained, aye. Regrettably, it would seem they dispatched one final shipment in the hours before we struck. It was bound for Little Amigo, we are told, where it will be received by members of the local resistance group. Since Sarah and Merrick's men no longer have need of my services, I have mind to head that way. As do we, by happy coincidence. We learned of the shipments but a few moments ago. Oh, how fascinating. Ha! And there I was thinking I might finally be one step ahead of the Warrior of Light and his little helpers. Wait a moment, there's more. And I defy you not to be surprised by this revelation. The leader of the Ishgardian smugglers was formerly in the employ of one Elaine Roa, the infamous Ivy herself. Once again, Thancred, I fear I must inform you that... Thancred, of whom else have you shared this information? About the smugglers? No one. As I think I mentioned, the raid was less than an hour ago. I was planning to contact Y'shtola next, but is there someone else you would have me notify first? How is it that Urianger had such good intel despite Thancred only just learning about this? No, there isn't. Curiouser and curiouser. The plot thickens like a good, delicious, heavy, hearty stew. What in the world has gotten into her? It is twice now that we have sought Urianger's aid, and twice she has treated him as if he were a stranger. The Archon was one of Grandfather's most dedicated pupils. The teacher of mine! And spent as much time at Livier's estate as we did. He's practically a member of the family. Truth be told, I struggled to recall a day from my childhood when I did not see the three of them laughing together. If this continues, I may have to raise the matter. Later, though. Little Alamigo awaits. It's never a good idea to wait till later. This is a lesson movies and games tell you all the time. Never wait till later. If you have a concern, raise it now. If you have a concern with family, with friends, with whoever, just talk to them right now, because you never know what's going to happen in the future. You never... Oh, hello there, Lovava. Goodbye. Except teleport to Little Amigo? Heck no. We're going to walk it. And in fact, we're not just going to walk it. We're going to RP walk it. I think we'll just go for a nice little stroll. What about you all? What do you think? Maybe just take a nice little jaunt over to Alamigo, catch the sights on the way. Have a little visitation with the local wildlife. Maybe we'll stop for a bite to eat at the Adventurers Guild on the way in Ul'dah. Who knows? I will get to the bottom of this. Oh, forgive me. It has been a long day. Did you have something to say? What's on your mind? Urianger? Oh, I've always struggled to understand what's going on in his head. Now, more than ever. Listen, Jake. If anything should happen, it should be me who... Just know that I am prepared to do what must be done. Is she thinking about attacking him? Girl, you can let us in. Let us in. It's okay. Reveal to us the secrets. Right then, to more pressing matters. Since we have no idea when Thancred might arrive, I suggest we see what information we can gather in his absence. Beneath the star-filled sky. I'll talk about that later, depending on what time we've got. So to review, we are reliably informed that the members of the Alamigan resistance operating here have taken receipt of several large shipments of crystals. our task being to ascertain who and why. Given the size of the settlement, I find it hard to believe that anyone here could be wholly unaware of the Resistance's movements. The challenge, of course, will be finding individuals who are both able and willing to share such information with outsiders. It would seem sensible to divide our forces. Jake, why don't you question the residents in the eastern half of town? Alize and I will do the same in the west, and afterwards we can rendezvous here to share our findings. Alright, we'll just go off on like that. Our mute acceptance. It is cool, though, that they walk off in the direction that they were supposed to go. They don't just, like, wander in a random path. They actually go the direction. Because I literally was just running in the opposite direction of them. I'm like, oh, yeah, here we are. Sifrid. It's been a while since we've chatted. Nice push-ups. Let me guess. Come to join the fight, have you? No need to deny it, friend. You're not the first to answer the Griffin's call. Well, he's lit a fire in every Alamegan's heart. He's also inspired more than a few Uldans to pledge themselves to the cause. And no wonder. The Guardians won't stop until we're all under the yoke. The Griffin. Who is this Griffin, and why am I caught on your chests? My foot was tripping over them. I see you there. Going about asking questions. Looking for the Griffin and his lot, I'll bet. Seems they're the talk of little amigo these days. Folk wondering what he's about, what he's got in store for the Guardians, and what's under that mask of his, of course. Another masked man? Some say he's hardly got a face, with all the scars. Kelsier. Others reckon he's been marked for death by the Empire, and that they'd send a bloody legion if they knew he was here. Your guess is as good as mine. He's been marked for death by the Empire, and they'd send a bloody legion if they knew he was here. Okay, so you don't seem to much like Griffin, for everyone's support of him, clearly. So another man in a mask. We got people in masks running around all over this place. Too many masks. We need to lift the mask restrictions, all right? Actually, ironically, we have a mask in our inventory that we totally could wear. Oh no, that was a ring. Why did I do that? Try on. There we go. Should we wear this the rest of the stream? Just have a mask of our own? What is it for? Oh, it's for Dragoon or Reaper. No, you can't do that. But yes, we could become just as masked as anyone else here. Otalin, you seem like you want to talk. What's going on, friend? Hey, resistance? Oh, I don't know. It's not as if I'd be any use to them. If you set store by all these tales of secret weapons, good luck to you. But I'm too old for the mask's bedtime stories. This is our lot. It's time we got used to it. Oh, he's giving up the fight. He's giving up the fight. Wow, our little panda can really take a jump. I don't know. I kind of want to say, like, hey, don't give up hope and, you know, never give up the fight. But at the same time, sometimes it's okay to bloom where you're planted. And if this is the area that you're planted in, then, you know, maybe you make a life and bloom here. I suppose I should ask what you learned, but I think I already know. Some guy named Griffin wearing a mask. Is it Peter Griffin? Peter Griffin's here! This Griffin seems to be the leader of a newly formed faction within the Resistance, the Masks. Yet despite their growing popularity, no one seems to know much about them. Only that they are the most aggressively militant group to join the movement in recent memory. Indeed, many claim their commitment to the cause of Alamegan liberation is unrivaled. We can but hope their revolutionary fervor is never channeled in the direction of a primal. We'll see about that. Though I feel confident this is a group which received the crystal shipments, yet we lack proof. Before taking any action, I would speak with the settlement's leader to confirm my suspicions, and mayhap enlist his help while I'm about it. Given that you and Gunabald are already acquainted, mayhap it would be best if you took the lead. Shall we? Gundabald. Yes, we have talked to grumpy old Gundabald many times before. Lalaki, I see you doing push-ups, showing off. Showing off. I can't do push-ups. I like to think that the only reason we can't do push-ups isn't because of lacking of emote, but we're actually physically incapable of doing push-ups. We're the legendary warrior of light, but we can't do some simple push-ups. It's just too hard for us. Much as it pleases me to see you again, Jake, I can't help but wonder if I should be worried. I hear you and yours have been asking questions in this area. Are you a Dragoon too? Hey, we could get along. The Griffin? I know of him, as we all do. He and his mass have become a leading faction within the Resistance. Though there was a suspicion at first given his secretive ways, he quickly proved himself a charismatic and capable commander. Men are drawn to his passion and his vision, They truly believe that he has what it takes to lead them to victory. Even I cannot help but admire the man for what he's accomplished. But I have not forgotten Wilred. I was blind to the danger of his ambitions, and you were not. The Griffin will soon deliver a speech to our people at the sunken temple of Karn. Go and see him with your own eyes, and weigh his words with your own heart.
How convenient. 'Tis but a pity Thancred is not here to join us. You two go on ahead. I shall stay behind and wait for him. I think he would join us soon himself without too much difficulty. Whatever could be keeping him? If he's taken the scenic route, leaving us to do all the hard work, I shall treat him with a piece of my mind. I like that. Take the scenic route. I mean, we really considered taking the scenic route, but we decided against it. I know when things get quiet, y'all are chatting in group chats. At least I have to assume that it's likely, so it makes me very curious what you're talking about when the chat gets quiet. Excuse me, Sandstone Golem. We have seen the inside of this place far too many times. It shows up in like every one of my roulettes ever. Every one of my roulettes ever. Has it begun already? I hear voices coming from within. Sleepy? Okay, Stephspot, go to bed. You can finish watching the last 20 minutes tomorrow after the video's on YouTube. That's okay. You don't have to stay up tonight. We have beaten the crap out of this place so many times. There he is. Elidibus.
Brothers and sisters, 20 years ago, Alamigo, our home, was claimed by the Garlean Empire. In our haste to overthrow the King of Ruin, we turned a blind eye to our foes in the north. With our glorious revolution, we but laid a path for a new tyrant to succeed the old. And when confronted with our failure, we fled.
The King of Ruin.
Not a day goes by that I do not think of those we left behind.
Nice accent.
Think of them and feel ashamed. And I know each and every one of you feels the same.
Can we just stand in the background with the camera?
We abandoned them, our own flesh and blood, to labor till their backs gave in and their breath gave out, building the twisted steel ramparts which now mar our once majestic mountains.
He's very knowledgeable.
We abandoned them, the brave and true, to fight and die for their country, or worse, to be conscripted and sent off to rob another poor bastard of his home. We abandoned them, the meek and powerless, to bow and scrape when the Garleans pass, to sully themselves that they might live to see another day of misery.
Wow, just layer the guilt down.
The Black Wolf may be dead, but a new Imperial Viceroy reigns in Alamigo now. A beast, not a fraction as merciful.
The Black Wolf was merciful?
You all know the Eorzean Alliance will do naught to oppose him. For all their promises and platitudes, they will not act if there's no profit in it. Only we can free our brothers and sisters from the Empire's tyranny, my friends. Only we have the courage to stand and fight. They have imprisoned us. They have enslaved us. And they have murdered us. But no more. Blood demands blood, and the Garleans shall pay for every drop they have spilt upon our lands. This I promise you, for we have a power within us, my friends. A power befitting our pride, our righteousness. Only join us, and we shall grant you the means to unleash it, and together we shall see the Alamegan standard raised over the mountains of Gir Abania once more!
Gir Abania. Definitely knows how to get a crowd on his side.
Power befitting their pride. Not at all ominous, that. Wait, is that...
Okay, before he continues, all I want to know is, does he know the order in which those stupid stones are supposed to be put into the pedestals? Because I've run through this thing 100 times. Most people ignore them. And I've only a time or two tried to figure out what the actual, like, pattern is supposed to be, and I can't figure it out to save my life. So, only one time have I actually gotten, maybe twice, have I gotten an actual treasure chest out of the little side areas. But anyway, I'm just saying, it's really complicated. I don't know the puzzle. Maybe he does. Hello, hello!
What are you two doing here?
What are you two doing here?
I could ask you the same thing.
I just did. It's been forever.
Well, this is quite the surprise.
If you see what I see, if you feel as I feel...
Might I suggest we continue this conversation in more agreeable surroundings?
Can we leave someone here to keep an eye on him?
...arms that will win this battle, but strength of heart.
Flame left, fruit right. But that's only for the final part. What about for the FF? Flame fruit, nice. What about for the other little treasure coves on the sides? Or do those not really matter? Yida!
Of all the places to meet, it has to be fate.
Yeah, but where's Thancred?
Mayhap it is my imagination, but you seem more rugged and world-weary than last we spoke.
I wonder why. It's only been a long, long time. Read the name of the vault on the map. It will clue you into which item to use on the door. Oh. Okay, interesting. Read the name of the vault on the map. I'll have to check the map next time. I've not really looked at the map in there.
Words cannot express how glad I am to see you both alive and well. And you. Though it was pretty obvious you and Jake would be fine. The Crystal Braves never had a realistic chance of capturing any of the Scions, divided as they were and distrusted by the better part of Eorzea. But if you truly believed that, forgive me, what exactly have you two been doing this whole time?
Hiding out here.
Repaying a favor. After the banquet, we had no choice but to flee Ul'dah, and we would not have been able to do so without the aid of some old friends from the Resistance. That's right. They smuggled us out of the city and sheltered us in Little Alamingo, all at great risk to themselves. Obviously, we couldn't let that go unacknowledged, so we offered to help them out with their operations for a while. When we learned of the Scion's exoneration, that Lolorito had severed all ties with the Crystal Braves, and that General Raban had been reinstated, we resolved to make contact. But having long since discarded our link pearls as a precautionary measure, our options were rather limited. To make matters more complicated, we were embroiled in a delicate operation at the time, leaving me with little choice but to entrust a letter to a courier. I gather from your puzzled expressions, however, that you never received it.
I guess the courier got lost along the way.
To be honest, we thought this might happen. While the masks are happy to let the refugees spread the word within the community, they're pretty strict about communicating with outsiders. Oh, and we also heard a rumor that the Griffin doesn't want us meddling in his affairs.
The Griffin mistrusts the Scions at the Seventh Dawn?
Curious. It is well known that we are no friends to Garlemald. One would think the man we saw beseeching all and sundry to join his cause would welcome our support. I should say the man you saw was not in fact the Griffin, but an impersonator. A talented rabble-rouser to boot. It would not surprise me if you were responsible for the majority of these public appearances. As you may have gathered, the Griffin is an extremely cautious and distrusting man who has made every effort to conceal his identity. Even when we participated in a raid under his direct command, we were not permitted to approach him. It's hard to know what to make of it all. The secrecy, the impersonators, the masks.
The masks?
What? It's not as if I'm making any of you wear one, and mine only covers half my face. It's completely different. Anyway, when we heard the Griffin was due to give a speech, we thought it might be a good opportunity to get a better sense of the man behind the
to get a better sense of the man behind the mask, for all the good it did. And now you have heard the whole of it. But tell me, what prompted you to take an interest in the Griffin? The shipment of crystals here and the summoning of a possible primal. Summoning? You're not serious. I can't believe it. The Resistance would never even entertain such a ridiculous plan. But the Griffin? Well, the man is an enigma. I cannot say with any confidence what he would or would not do. What I can say, however, is that the speech we heard today was not the first to make a reference to a power capable of defeating the Empire. The masks have made many such claims of late. I confess I had assumed it to be mere bluster, but in the context of the shipments of which you spoke, it is not impossible they are alluring to a primal. Whatever it is, we'll figure it out together. And if anyone tries to stop us, they'll answer to me. You still have your weapons with you? Indeed, that is assuming you'll have us. But of course! Look, we got plenty of pugilist and black mage weapons to spare. You can have some of ours, it's fine. We got a bunch in our backpack. Start divvying out weapons like it's Christmas. You have a staff, and you have a staff. Everyone gets a staff.
Alright, that's not the end of the patch, but that's a good place to stop.
Okay, before we get into the Alamingo stuff. It's great to see them again, though.
It's Alamigo.
What did I say? Alamigo?
The people who are from Alamigo are known as the Alamegans.
Okay. What did I say?
There's no Alamingo.
Alamingo. Oh, I guess I keep throwing an N in there, don't I? Alamingo. Because I say it Ming, Alamingo, instead of Alamigo. Alamegans and Alamigo. Just say that it's a southern accent and call it a fail. I mean, desperate people do desperate things. You could definitely summon a primal with that. Are you inside of that thing? Inside of the TV? Oh my gosh, you are! You're stuck in the TV! That makes me think of, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. When the kid gets, pulled into the TV and is shrunk down. Wait, do you get to decide what pose you're doing inside of the TV? Or no? My favorite channel? Oh yes, let's just, take a seater and, enjoy some television for a minute. We don't need to flip through the channels. You can just stick with one. I love it. I wonder if they randomizes the way you say it. It's gendered. I think that's right. Generated. Oh, gendered. Girls get to chill while boys look like they're trying to get out. Ah, I see. Well, clearly you can tell that there's a slight bias to which channel people pick. Well, this one's stuck behind Yida. I can't see Mesdi through here. There we go. There we go. Now we can sit right in the middle and not sit on Lavava's head and enjoy both channels at the same time. So that's crazy though. If one of you doesn't mind, jump out just so I can see if you like pop out the top. Okay, so you gotta pop out the middle. Fascinating. I have zero clue where would something like that even come from? I have no idea. I'm not even gonna guess. Not even gonna guess. I'm just gonna be like, we've seen time travel. We've seen alien spaceships. We've seen coffin floating airships opening holes into the void to summon demons. People stuck inside televisions. Sure. Why not at this point? Why not? Here, there be spoilers. We won't ask. Okay, cool. What I think I will do is, how do we want to end the night? Because it is, just a smidgen past 10:45, which isn't too terrible. I'm going to check and make sure I don't have any gifts for Lalaki in my inventory, and then I'm gonna end the night at Lalaki's house, just to see what it looks like. Friend list. See if they've made any updates to the house.
Because we keep throwing, like, all these random... Every time that I get any type of housing stuff, I just throw it at Lalaki. Which, by the way, Lalaki, don't feel like you have to use it. Feel free to sell it and use the guild for something else. But it's just like, I don't have a house, and I have no need for housing stuff, so I just gift it to Lalaki. Does anyone else... Actually, I should ask this. Does anyone else in our group have a house? I am not aware of anyone else in our group that has a house, but it's possible. I know Holo almost got a house.
What?
Weren't you on the list for a house or something, but didn't get back to it in time? Or am I totally mistaken on that?
I put in a bid every week that there's a house that I want.
I
haven't won the lottery yet.
Got it. Okay. I got confused, so I'm putting in a bid and actually like putting in attempting to actually buy the house rather than just putting in a bid for it. So, oh no, I fell asleep. You have an apartment. We should check out your apartment sometime. I'm sure it's beautiful, especially knowing you with all of your glams. We definitely have to like it. We're the first like. We're the first like in Lalaki's house. This is amazing. This is the best thing ever. May you have the best of times in your adventures, and if found in need of respite, you'll always be welcome in this house. Enjoy your stay. Oh, that's so great. Okay, message. We're leaving a message. I bang my head every time I go upstairs. 1 of 10. We'll visit again. Not made for Aura. 0 of 10. The Lala Felon Empire will rise and rule all of Orzia until the end of time. Hail, Pranamo. One message will be left per day. Absolutely proceed. Oh, it's glowing now. Somebody has left a message. Oh, I guess that's to let the owner know that a message has been left and they can check it out. I love that all the chess pieces that I've gotten for the table are Dragoon pieces. That's the only thing I've ever gotten. Any updates to downstairs? More portraits on the wall. Nope, just a nice green screen. Vitha, if you ever need good pictures, there's a great green screen area to do it. The green's not perfect, but I don't think we can turn the light on. Only Lalaki can do that. But this is also the other reason why the read emote is just absolutely the best. Oh my gosh. Yes, please. Yes, please. This is literally me. And our red pet is even reading over our shoulder. That's so cute. So cute. I love it. I never actually tested. Okay, I was about to be like, how long do you read the book? You read for a good while. It's a good period of time that you read. But anyway, that's gonna be it for tonight. Thank you all or my apartment is my bunniness. You can take pictures of it. If it's on the other world, take pictures and post on Discord. I'd love to see it. If you want to share it. So, specifically to distress. It's solely to distress your free company leader. I love that. Make me upset. I have a house in Emporium. Oh, nice. In Redacted and Free Company Room in the Goblin. You got houses everywhere. Jeez, Steph's Five. What are you, rich or something? So I have one last thing to ask for those of you that are watching this in post or are wrapping the stream tonight. And I never do this, so take us with a grain of salt. If you don't want to do this, totally fine. I totally understand. But if you want to help promote these videos in the algorithm, what you can do is once the stream turns into a video, if you wanted to go back onto the video and just comment what your favorite moment from the stream was, that would, like, comments and likes push it in the algorithm. And so I was like, you know what, just for the sake of asking, I can be like, just post your favorite moment of the stream or something that you thought was really funny as a comment. And that interaction will boost it on YouTube. But anyway, that's all. I love you all. I'll see you on the Discord. Have a great one and take care. Bye.